day kinda starts here. This your girl Quill, the one that keeps it real. With that trill to give you a thrill that is beauty filled with looks that can kill. Hey, welcome back to God's Kingdom of Tarot Show. Tarot Show. You better act like you know. Ooh, okay. But yeah. So there were many poison attempts made on your life in the past, especially through food and drink and stuff like that. You know, praying over your food isn't even just enough these days. You gotta really ask, is it safe? Is your food safe to eat? That's how crazy it's gotten. Is your food safe? Wow. I'm gonna wait for some people to come on here, because this is important information to know. And people have tried to keep us from this information long enough. We just ain't got time for it. We can't go move forward with having someone keeping us from the very thing we need, very thing we're supposed to have. I remember when I was in college, there was times where it was this certain scholarship or certain grant where you had to tell them. You qualify for it and everything, but you got to tell them so they could put it on. Then they have this long ass line in administration, like we ain't got classes and shit to go to, jobs to go to. But you got to tell them. But it's all right. It is all right. If anybody come up in here, they don't come up in here. It's all right. I don't care. Because I know who I talk to at the end of the day. I know who encourages me to keep doing these damn readings, okay? I know what the fuck it is. I just got to tell you guys. And you don't know, you don't know something well unless you're able to teach it anyway. So I'm just looking at this as a teaching opportunity. I might as well put it on my resume, okay? I might as well put this shit on my resume, motherfuckers. Anyway, as y'all get in my chat, acknowledge me by liking the video, and I'll acknowledge you right back. Other than that, I'm about to put on my settings anyway. It shows how many people just expect to come up in here and not exchange energy, and then expect me to exchange energy. Yeah, they don't ever just put it in the chat whether I respond or not, acknowledge or not. You know, they expect me to, and they end up acting like that. Thank you for the first like. Bonus blessings to you, whoever it is. A shout out to the 11 people, okay? I was just saying, you know, whether anybody is here or not, God put 11 people up in here when I got one like, okay? 111, very good confirmation. What up, hero, okay? The hero, what up? Horace, okay? And sometimes when he comes out, it's hoes are rest. But yeah, don't ever try to poison Ivy, okay? You might as well call me Poison Ivy. Don't touch me, bitch. That's what I say. Because think about it. If you try to poison Ivy, one of two things can happen, kind of. Is like you give Poison Ivy what she's made of, or, you know, it just backfires because it flows so easily from one place to another. It's like a boomerang. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's what it is, though. I do know, but like I don't know, like, why does it even happen? If this thing happens, they know you're Poison Ivy. That's why they're trying to poison you, but don't realize the stupidity in their actions, in their plan. Like, really? Try again, bitch. Try again, bitch. Dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. Try again. What you do to get to me, can't let it go so easily. Or should I see what this will be? Will it be one or will it be two? Our chemistry is off the chain, so you going up against us. This ain't a yes, this ain't a no, but do your thing and you are probably gonna go. At first you don't succeed. Aaliyah, I was trying to remix. See, there you go. Aaliyah been wanting a remix for a long time. Wait, this shit is unforgivable though, okay? And so the thing is like, you kind of reveal who you are, or they kind of reveal who they are when they poisoned you. Like, it's almost like, it's like, this is they push this certain button. Like, oh, you know how that indicator is in your phone that tells the authorizer or the owner if it has water damage or not? You know, and they could kept check it up against their warranty, but they don't even have to. You know, they just want to probably be able to tell you what's wrong with your phone. You know, and then so it's like they end up poisoning somebody who had no idea and who wouldn't want to do something like that, who wouldn't think to do something like that. So of course it's gonna easily boomerang and backfire. Rain down on me, rain down on me, with the happy faces and the confetti. You laughing in the hearts to make me dance, hearts to make me dance, hearts to make me dance. Well, yeah, thank you, confetti. We'll drink to that. Y'all drinking? Who drinking in the morning? You having a mimosa? I got some orange juice. I don't got no alcohol though. Nah, I don't drink in the morning like that. I don't drink in the morning. It don't feel right to me. Thank you for the 3rd and the 4th like. Bonus blessings to y'all. So early in the video, I got 4 likes. Okay, this may be all the likes I get. Okay, but either way, if y'all don't do anything else for me, y'all done enough. Y'all done enough. Y'all done enough. Okay. Yeah, I forget who sang that. But yeah, he's done enough. I was trying to remix it though. I appreciate you. Appreciation could go a long way for some of these motherfuckers, okay? Instead of trying to poison motherfuckers and see why this girl is poison. Yeah, because he talking about the good things. He's unbelieved. I mean, it's unbelievable to him. He's flabbergasted, shocked, okay? But not in a way where he wants to hurt it, to snuff out the fucking scene or stop the scene. Like, no, keep going, okay? Keep going. But they trying to stop you because they see you just like this person does, whether it's a man or a woman. They see you. Did it read not too long ago that said they are right. They can't stand you. So they better take heed. So they better get up or something like that. We got Ra here. Okay, Father God, Ra. Okay, I'm motherfucking Ra, bitch. That's what he told me to call him. I'm motherfucking Ra, bitch. Okay, or say about him. Okay? But he is the sun god. Okay? Eagles sit high and look low. See? We saw you. We saw you. You be looking stupid. It's stupid, man. It's like it's like God is at the top of the chute or the slide. In the name of every slide, by the power invested in me, and he out here with power, y'all. So he's giving me, I know he is giving me the vision of like him being at the top of the slide, and you as the product of God are at the bottom of the slide. So imagine a person. So God is giving you poison, and you're trying to throw it back, splash it back at God. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? It can't. Nothing happen. Nothing can happen. You can't do nothing. You can't make waves. You can't make boomerangs. You can't make. And then like, so that's why I said once they try to poison you and it showed their hand. It's like, oh, I see you splashing back at me, so I'm gonna do something to knock you off the end of my slide. See, we ain't gotta wish nothing. It ends up being a reaction, a reflex. That's who y'all coming up against. See, I'm gonna do it. Just stop, really stop. Don't even try again. Try again in another way where you're looking at us like that power. All right? We are power. We have power, power, power. It's a Nick Cannon song with CeeLo, I think. Or I thought it was Nipsey too. So, does he have a song called Power? Okay, Nipsey could be one of your angels too. Okay, what up, Nipsey? Lipsy Nipsey, okay? They want to put them lips on them nips. Man or woman. Oh, but I love how Ra looks on this picture. He's standing towards the back, but his body is twisted towards the front. So we see his booty. And it's like he wants you to see his booty. It's like a stance where he's like, don't you see me? You know, like. And the crazy thing about God to me is that, you know, God is so as matter of fact, okay, that, you know, like something will happen, you know, like we'll be in a mood of anything, okay? And then God will ask you a question that because he's so appalled or excited at what he's seeing right now, he's asking you a question. But not only is he asking you a question, he's asking you a question, he demands the answer at that moment. So if you got to cue the music, if y'all listening to music and dancing, basically you should turn off the music and answer this question. Although, if you answer the question in the midst of what y'all doing, it will be okay. But that's how the energy is for God. God demands attention. So you kind of want to see God so far away up at the top looking. You want to leave God at the top. Leave God at the top. You don't want God to come down there or God to fucking send something down there. Okay? Because God would just mess up everything to get God's point across. Like even the sun. How the sun, since Ra's the sun guy, right? The sun, how the sun executes its heat. And they say the closer the sun is to you, it's not the hotter it is, it's the cooler it is. How? Probably once we got down here, we had enough time to walk it out, okay? Cool off, walk it off, walk it off, walk it off, walk it off, okay? Walk that shit off. But why is it hotter when it's closer? I thought the shit is closer when it's hotter. But it's like a magnifying glass. You know how like if you do that thing, but the circle, it depends on that extra circle that you create. And it's like, that's how the sun works. Or at least that's how I'm seeing it. But yeah, so it's like, how is that possible? But the thing is like when God commands attention, God commands attention. Okay, and some of these people would know it's God knocking, know it's God who showed up and who's in town to visit and shit, okay? And still be doing what the fuck they not supposed to be doing. Not even giving God attention as a part of hospitality, at least, okay? Can I have some hospitality over here? Come over here, okay? For your ass in a hospital, okay? See, it's like if you don't do what the fuck I said right now, you gonna suffer consequences right now. Like these situations didn't even happen yet, and I'm here to render some consequences, but I'm trying to get your attention to give you a chance to redeem yourself before I render these damn consequences. So since you want to do that, I don't gotta get there. I don't even gotta get there. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna punish your ass for this while we at it, while we here occupying this room. Okay, because at the end of the day, it's all God's house. It's the whole thing belongs to God. It's just crazy. Because at the end of the day, so if it belongs to God, you just mad. You just probably get mad when God takes it without you knowing God is gonna take it first. That's all it is. That's all it is. It ain't even stealing or nothing. Whether God's stealing it, whether somebody's stealing it, you just didn't have permission. I mean, you didn't have their permission. But who were them? Who were they to tell you to have permission. And because you haven't given them permission, some of them don't take rejection well, and so they try to poison you. But how they gonna poison the source? Gaia with creation. And Gaia looks like a body with vines coming from it. That's what it is, y'all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's growing from her as if she's the root, right? So it's like anything that descends from that is going to be less than what she is because she starts it. So it's like that's what they're doing when they mess with you, when they try to hurt you through plans and schemes and plots. Gaia creation. She comes out with creation. Yeah, see, I didn't even read the word that she came out because I always think of cremation because she's holding the urn in her hand or something that looks like an urn in her hand. So I think of cremation, and I'd be thinking that card says that, and then I forget it says creation. Yeah, because it seeped from the creation. Like when you seep tea, it's giving me that. Somebody drinking tea, okay? Or you feeling like you sipping your tea, okay? This the tea, huh? This the tea, all right? If y'all don't know, I try to make an effort to come here every single morning, okay? Right? You coming out here hurting them, and then Gaia just coming out right behind you. I did a reading not too long ago that said it's always a man and a woman working together. But I'm starting to think like you're probably going to need that as necessary info when you try to figure out who's working together against you, okay? So essentially these people are working against the people who deserve consequences, who deserve punishment. Like nothing anything you did, okay? You did what you did, or they did what they did to you, right? And it caused this visit of God, all right? Already. So God has an agenda when he's coming to visit and he shows up. But instead of asking God whether he has an agenda or not, you still carry on as if God is nothing to acknowledge. So yeah, you have created an enemy on your own volition without considering anything that you've done to anyone or anyone has done to you. Because he could have been coming there to give you good information. But you just fucked it up. Because what your current action did shows and defines who you ultimately are. Motherfuckers think like, oh yeah, I'm just like this sometimes. Or I gotta apologize and I'm not like this anymore. But some people can change. A lot of these people aren't those people. So who they demonstrated they were, God considered that without the consideration, or maybe with it. That's God's prerogative. And then you got a nerve to try to reach back and point at anybody else. God ain't even considered that shit. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Let's deal with what you did. What the fuck you do? When God showed up at your doorstep. Hermes communication in reverse. Somebody also could have blocked you as well. But yeah, or blocked people from talking to you. It could have been Gemini or Virgo. Or you are a Virgo or Gemini. They did this too. Thought, wisdom. Yeah, Father God Ra likes to be called Thought too. And he brought down the book of wisdom. Gave people more power. See, he visited. And I do sing, Father God thought this coming to town. Oh yeah. Father God thought this coming to town. Father God thought this coming to town. Yeah, so he came to visit. He came to visit, and these motherfuckers showed they ass. They're like, nigga, I don't fuck what I once got. I maybe forgot now. Because how ignorant you is, and I must pay attention. How your lack of attention caused me to pay attention to something much more greater. It helps me decide things without much stress. You know how sometimes somebody will do something to you and you were contemplating whether you make a decision about this person, maybe call judgment on this person if you want to be spiritual or technical or whatever. But you wanted to do something to this person, but you was like, man, it wasn't that bad. I'll wait until they do one more thing. It's like they end up doing that one more thing. You know, like when that next thing happens, it's like that was the point. That was the point in time where we're like, okay, well, we're here. We've already decided. We've already decided what we're going to decide. And then so now, since they did that one more thing, it's helping you be comfortable in that decision. Be proud of that decision. Easier, right? Because they did that one more thing. You already kind of wanted that to happen so that you made the decision that, or you were comfortable with the decision that you were going to make. You knew you were going to make that decision at that moment in time. It was already done. So them doing one more thing freed your space up to give them more attention to what they got going on now. All right? When it really concerns you. Because right now, I'm not connected to you. I've already made this decision not to be connected to you, so you're hanging on by a thread. That's why you got people who don't even really forgive you. And you feeling like if you make one more bad move, that's gonna be the last of them. They're gonna cut me off. Y'all probably have parents who cut you off. I didn't know how many mothers lived on this earth, on this planet, that really, truly don't think it's wrong to mistreat their children. They don't see nothing wrong with how they mistreat their children in whatever capacity. They don't see nothing wrong with it. They feel like they just got a trophy once they had a baby or something. And it put them in this hall of fame of to never be touched in any capacity because they're a mother or something. I don't know. It's something like that. I don't know. I feel like they think someone put them in a trophy case or something. And I know your children end up loving you unconditionally, but think about the adults you got to deal with in your life, you know? How you dealing with these children, it bounce off to how you're going to deal with adults, or how adults are going to deal with you, or what you're going to even have the courage to accept. Because a lot of these motherfuckers be getting mistreated because they ain't got no fucking courage to not be mistreated. To decide. They don't give people that one more chance. That's why they could have people around them they haven't forgiven. They ain't gonna get them one more time to fuck up. Nah. You fucked up enough for them. And they don't forgive you. You shown them enough. Fake asses. That's some fake ass shit. Baba Yaga, authenticity in reverse. Fake ass shit. Ah. Baba Yaga, somebody Gigi, somebody Baba. Okay, Yaya, Jaja, Gaga. Oh, ram, bum, bum, bum. Oh, la, 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 la. Oh, la, la. I'm gonna run it. I guess it's not gonna stop. Someone could be from Kentucky, okay? But yeah, Baba Yaga, she's normally looking all sweet. On here, she looks like a gargoyle. I ain't gonna even lie. Because somebody probably even brought that out of her. Someone brought that out of them. They gave them that one more time, and I was like, nigga, you just think of me as this. I'm gonna show you a whole different view, motherfucker. You gonna question whether I'm the same motherfucker or not. That's how God start changing on you. Like really drop you, like remove a string from you. Like it's crazy. So stop poisoning poison ivy. So imagine if God creates the poison ivy and then he distributes the poison ivy, and some people use their poison ivy for bad. Imagine what he does for those, on the behalf of those, before it could even touch those or be aware of for those who don't use it for bad. It's only natural, right? Like, think about it. Like a baby, right? A baby normally can't do much, okay? An actual baby, you know? The one that you actually have to, you know, they don't sit up on their own yet. Once they do that, they start getting crazy, all right? I ain't gonna even lie. And then some of these parents think it's cute because they think it ain't them. They in this fucking case by themselves. This fucking trophy case by themselves. After a while, they ain't gonna even be able to have enough oxygen. They gonna have that stale ass recycled breath of theirs. In this fucking trophy case that you created on your own and thought somebody gave it to you. It's like buying yourself flowers. Yeah, it is. And I'm not talking about the people who buy themselves flowers as a form of self-care. Those are different people, okay? They have purpose in their purpose. Their purchase. These motherfuckers are doing it to prove to someone they're not. They're fake, see? It comes down to you being fucking fake. We ain't got time for this shit. We don't. Commitment and non-committal. Hero. Heru came out now. Hera. Okay? I think of her name as he is Ra. And Ra already up here and she in reverse. It's like, nigga, you've done too much. Somebody is doing too much. And they just, at this point, they just can't stop moving their hands or something. Osiris renewal, okay? He had to learn the fucking hard way. But somebody man is coming back, okay? He's a whole brand new person, okay? In a good way. See, people can change. We're not talking about them. They know who the fuck we talking about. Because they aspire to be like those good people. I had a bitch who hate my guts. Like, yeah, I want to be like, yeah, I'm 30 years old. You know, like saying that like she just higher than even me. Whatever, you know. I don't care if I was fucking 22 at the time you told me that. Don't mean you nothing, all right? For you to say you was the first sentence out of your mouth told me enough I needed to know. But hated my freaking guts. But over here saying like she wants to be like me, have my place and stuff like that. And in the midst of her saying that, like I'm going through a situation where I'm losing my place. So I don't understand, you know, why even people would want or covet what you have, and then they have these negative feelings don't have a place to grow. Because you sit here wanting to be like me, and I'm about to lose my place. And good thing I do love myself despite what I'm going through, despite my circumstances. But you don't know how that may or may not make me feel. Maybe it would have made me kick myself more. Because now I got somebody looking up to me. But I don't care enough about that. But we got motherfuckers who would care enough about that and hurt the people even more. So they got to get hurt brutally. And this bitch who lived on the street, selling everything. On her temple, off her temple, everything. Aphrodite, self-love. Wow. I was just talking about that. Yeah, I ain't talking about that, you know, and I'm glad it came out upright. And she lived out the dream that mermaids had. Or she is the epitome of people living out the dream. As impossible as it may seem to others, you dreamt it enough to make it come to fruition, and you work enough to go to fruition. The people who try to even stop you don't work half as hard as you would. They wouldn't try a quarter of the effort you have already put in. They would have not made it halfway with progress as much as you have in the same predicament. That's why they do shit like hoe around. Want to be willfully on the street with drugs and stuff like that. Willfully. Then you got motherfuckers wanting to lie on people who wouldn't even think of that. Poison ivy. They're trying to poison me with ivy that we all been distributed with. And then my God, my creator, sees that. And you mad at me because the repercussions come from God seeing that? God wouldn't have nothing to see if you didn't do it. It has nothing to do with me. They steady not even trying to say nothing. Low-key play. And he putting his hand over his finger over his lips. Like, shh. It's like some of y'all self-care activity is to like do like those are, especially if you should be adult watching me, but some other people watch me as well. And if you get permissions from your parents, that's fine. And to see, and if you don't, God sees you. Like you not gonna probably be able to enjoy this long enough. I don't know. But you come across here for a reason, and God allows you to be here for a reason. So if you did it true, God would handle you like a true intruder. But if you did not intrude, then so be it, right? Who am I? I don't want to come up against what God got, because God see higher than me, right? I'd rather God see the higher than me, okay? So I ain't got to worry about seeing so high. But we are those, if we think like that, they attack us. They attack us, and it's like we really are like a little lamb or something sitting in the corner playing by ourselves, minding our own business, doing whatever. We're seen as like, a light to go bother. Like, no. Let that be cultivated all over the place, maybe. Or get the fuck away from me. Don't saturate my area with that nonsense. Whatever that negativity or whatever that nastiness is. Don't saturate my area. Because you're going to naturally burn yourself out anyway. You're not going to be able to survive in our environment too long. Your mask will fall off, and then you will not be able to breathe. Like I was talking about the trophy case. However you look at it, you're going to lose oxygen. Apollo inquiry. Somebody asked. Yeah. Wait, why did you just say that? Why did you just look at me that way? Wait, no, stop the music. Stop the music. Why did you just look at me that way? Does that mean you want to make fun? Huh? Somebody even pointing out the pole, I got the magic stick. I know I can hit once, I can hit twice. I hit the baddest chick. Sure don't believe me, give me the night. I'll show you magic. What? Magic. I got the magic stick. I can lick once, I can lick twice. Yeah, I'm the baddest chick. Sure you don't believe me, come with me tonight. I'll show you magic. What? Magic. I got the magic click. But I was getting more of a pole, okay? Sticks, okay? That wand. They want to give you that wand. They want to put that wand down. Oh, they want to put it down. Oh. So yeah, I be thinking, okay. Keith Sweat, okay. Keith Sweat presents himself as if he's somebody who abuses his women, okay? But he sings songs as if, he treats them the best. But that's why you singing these songs, Keith Sweat, because we know what you're doing. Like, if you even just break down how he sings some of his songs, like, girl, you got me twisted. Like, girl, you got me twisted. Why you talking to her like that? Okay, why you talking to her like that? Girl, you got me twisted. Girl, you got me twisted. Okay? Well, you probably wanted to say something else. Okay? You did me wrong. Okay? Sometimes that's even giving me like, sometimes men can't take the stuff that they dished out to you when you do it back to them. Y'all need to hang that up, but don't be too vengeful, okay? Don't be too vengeful, because sometimes someone's original, well, most of the time, someone's original action was a mistake. So even with the stuff I was talking about earlier, that original action wasn't even original. It just added on to the plate. It made it easier for you to let go of something else, like another thing. Like, so if you replace one with another, it makes it easier to let go of something. And I don't mean get under one to get over one. I don't mean in that capacity. Although it could apply here, it's just not that relevant for this story. Or I mean this capacity I'm trying to compare it to. But yeah, it's just like that. But yeah. You stole my thought. Okay. God said, stop talking about me. Okay. I believe I'm hearing from God. All right. Andra Mach, okay? Someone also could have a mustache as well. Strength in reverse. A Leo could be significant. So someone's weak right now. Yeah, they got weakened by their own attack. That's what happened. So they threw a rock in a pond of poison ivy, hoping it'll splash you, and some got on them as well. Or they put lighter fluid everywhere, and then some got on them as well. So when they lit the match, they got lit on fire too. It's just like that. It's like. And then if you were caught in that fire, you were able to kind of blow it out, and then nothing hurt you, or you were barely hurt, but the fire consumed them. Because some people are consumed with fire. Don't be surprised then, bitch. Okay? Boudica, yeah, you want to be bold, bitch? Okay? She beating up a lot of men in here, but a lot of men are attacking a woman. Why? Why is she so threatening? What is she doing so badly? Like, even up until this point, for all these men to be gathered up in one location against a woman. Or something that, kind of is spearheaded by a woman so much that multiple of y'all got to attack her at once. In one group. Like, y'all in a battle, in a war, and all y'all men are helping each other attack this woman. One woman. Unity, though. She's out here with unity, okay? So someone's union is coming. I've been doing divine masculine, divine feminine readings lately. I may come back later. I do try to make an effort to come on here at least one time a day in the morning. But sometimes I do it more than once. White buffalo woman. Yeah, because they know you got the abundance. You got abundance of a whole bunch of shit, and they can't explain it. They can't explain it. So God gives me this vision of, like my first videos. Was that my absolute? No, it was like my second video I've ever posted on this channel. And it was about Isis and how she's bringing healing and stuff like that. If y'all don't know Isis, she's the goddess of 10,000 names, now more. But she loves to fight, but she was known as like the mother of the village. She taught everybody in the village. She taught people to teach others in the village as well. She made a huge contribution to her community, okay? And it's crazy. She's coming out after Boudica comes out with unity. The community ends with unity. It's like the area, the surroundings, like we've been talking about. And sorry. Oh yeah, okay. So I was doing a reading about her, and on the reading, I was just trying to lay something down. This thing I had, what it was actually, yeah. This thing I had, this I forget what they call it though. I don't know, but it's one of those things. It looks like a sheet, but it's smaller, and but I don't think it was quite that. It was a pillowcase. But I used it as that, because that's all I had at the time. And then to hold it down, I used crystals. And although I was strategic about even what type of crystals to put together, because some of the corners I was holding down, I put more than one crystal, and then the main, like it was like strategic how I even put out the crystals. So God showed me after I did that reading, like I had opened up a portal, but the portal produced like this substance where it's like it was like this fire in glass stone. I mean, in glass shape, like, but the fire is still moving as if it's currently like flamed, but it's not moving because it's still it's a crystallized fire. And then so if I created a portal that called my ancestors in, called God in, most importantly, and it's almost like I call God to a scene to look at something no one's ever seen before. And then although God is the creator of me, it's like God doesn't really have so much control over what my anatomy does to me, So although God created me as an autonomous being, okay? So that's why it's so important to love yourself and your power, because you create something that you were meant to create without even you knowing it, kind of, but because you are yourself and you trust yourself, You utilize your stuff to create this thing, and then the thing you produce, God is looking at it like, looking at it from all angles, like, I've never seen such a thing before, in all my existence, and I didn't think something like that was possible. But like, the flame really made me feel like some type of way, and it's giving me like a sculpted flower. Like, the flame ends up like kind of being shaped like how it ended up crystallizing and looked like this rose or flower that stands up. Roses, tulips, is that daffodils as well? What is the other one? I think I said it already, probably. Yeah, but yeah, those type of flowers, you could be seeing those after this reading to confirm the messages for you. You could also be a Taurus as well. The white buffalo woman is here, and she is also standing at the top of a man, but he is not facing her to hurt her. He looks like he has his back towards her to save her, protect her, but she's also still exalted. It's like he has her bottom, and she's at the top. Like I was talking about the slide earlier. So yeah, and then sirens, temptation in reverse. So it's like y'all auto stop right now. Sirens, like you haven't heard that, like you haven't heard the noise, the sound, you haven't seen the bloodshed from this woman who she already did something. She already has a track record of what they have a problem with, and they feel the need to exert so much force on her. So some of them are resorting to poison. They're like, how are we going to get her without, getting caught? Because now at this point, it ain't no matter if they want to get her. They don't want to get caught. They are scared of getting caught. And they feel like they know they will get caught, but they need to do something to put a stop to you, to put an end to you, to stop you at all costs. There's no other option for them. They don't see no other way. Thanks. Yemaya, hope. In reverse. They don't see no other way. Hope is in reverse. And she has, like, the waters look fire color. Okay? They could have made these waters blue or gray or something like that. The waters are red. Okay? The water at the top. Yeah, like a fucking flame. So it's like, once you called and made this crazy thing to discover, basically you made something they have to discover. They got to start researching this now. They never seen it in existence before. And then someone created it. It's like they created fire from nothing, but really something. But it was their own method, because many people have done this before. People do this in their readings as a normal practice. But something else did it. And it was even my mind, my thought process, because I remember wanting to put them a certain way and not have too many colors on. Like it was a certain structure I thought of when I was placing the crystals, but I didn't know. I wasn't trying to use it as a circle or a square, because it was a square, but I wasn't trying to use it like that. I was trying to, even just have it even a presentation kind of way. Like I was looking more at like the end, I guess, the final product of it, opposed to what I'm trying to utilize it for. So even that is significant as well. Someone's looking at potential opposed to what you need for its immediate thing. But maybe that could be safe right now. That could be a safe decision in order for you to accept things as they are. And some of us have already accepted things as they are, and that would still put us in a position where we're minding our business, because not many people are in the arena of accepting things as they are. And Yama name to me means I'm your mama. Okay, so someone's mom feels like hopeless about a relationship, a connection. Someone could have felt like, you stole from the wrong motherfucking woman. Okay, with white buffalo woman, Taurus energy, money energy. You took from the wrong woman. You touched the wrong woman. You touched poison ivy. Don't touch me, bitch. Okay? Call me poison ivy. Don't touch me, bitch. Okay? Don't touch me. Don't touch anything connected to me. Don't touch the other end of my slide. Zeus, leadership in reverse. Zeus has some sneaky energy. And he don't even need to be sneaky no more. These motherfuckers, like, while I'm here, like while you're here, can you check out this? Because that's basically what you're doing. You putting in a work order right now that they want to address right now. Oh, that's an immediate issue to address. You've been walking around here all this time like that? I just can't believe it. And that's why I get so mad at these moms who put themselves in this fucking trophy case. It could be this rogue bitch. And it's trash. And like, even when I was doing the crystals, it meant something. It wasn't, even though I just wanted the setting to look a certain way, like it meant something to take time for that. So it's like, even if we look at it in good ways or bad ways, it's like it's causing God to make moves that God wouldn't really normally want to make. But it's like, sure, why not? Like you're forcing God's hand at this point, but God is able to be forced out of curiosity. Okay? And Zeus comes in forms of eagles too, and there's an eagle on here. And it's in reverse. It's like, I had to come down, and I'm not leaving down. Okay? I don't need to be up there. That's why I say y'all safer when they up there. Although y'all not really safe, they could snipe your ass. But essentially, you want them to stay up there. You don't want them to come down. You don't want them to tend to nothing. Because even the creation that gets created, it was created for a reason, right? Like, so what was this saying? Like how artists have, certain works of art. Sometimes some people wonder, like, I wonder what they were thinking when they were thinking of this, or what this really meant, when they said this, like, I take it this way, maybe, because I even, like, rephrase certain people's songs, or, or accept the meaning if I don't get the meaning based on what they did, but I accept the meaning, and I appreciate them for even provoking that thought as well. But that's only because it's bringing out something good in me. Imagine if it brought out something bad in me. Okay, I would probably react, but the result wouldn't be as pretty. Okay? But Zeus could even be here trying to say, you need to take leadership. Okay? Irresistibility, yeah. Because somebody's been resisting something. But it's so hard to resist, and it's all coming back to me now. Freya, okay? Yeah, my freedom is coming, okay? But this is in reverse. It's like, I'm tired of dealing with this irresistibility, okay? I'm tired of resisting you, someone is saying, So keep it on the positive side. Duality, a lot of duality coming out. My out around, okay? Mama energies are really around. They swarming in like bees. But they aggravated because they don't think they should be told anything. They don't think they should be taken out the case, dusted, and spoken to for a little bit. Okay, let me make sure you remain shiny. So I'm gonna need you to work on this. All right, this don't look right on you. Okay, how you gonna stand up there looking like that, and like you doing this and this and that, huh? Some people be mad, like, I'm doing this while I'm, making sure you stay in the same shape. So I'm not only saying I want the best for you, I'm showing you I want the best for you as well, okay? In whatever capacity. It don't have to go that deep or whatever. But, like, yeah. Try to understand the rationale from both parties. If you feel so justified in doing what the fuck y'all doing, all these tactics and attacks and shit. I was about to say tactics. Yeah, war tactics. Everything is a strategy and plan. Every sentence was said. Every pat on the swat on the butt, or pop on the hand, and it's such a big thing. Oh yeah, we have to organize and rally against this. This is the absolute worst that can happen to people like us. Like, who the fuck are you? We having so much entitlement for no reason. Like, you haven't even given me experience on your resume. Resumes keep coming out. Somebody doing something with their resume. You haven't even shown me enough, bitch. Okay. Then they fucking judging the people with no experience because they just got into, they're new. Like, new should be the only acceptable excuse for anything as it concerns to experience. Okay, my willingness to get the experience says a lot, okay? It brings me a far way. But it will probably make the choice easier compared to someone else with it, right? But it shouldn't be, oh, you get kicked because, or you're yucky, or you're casted out. Like, no, I'm just new, all right? I'm just new. Don't get the fuck twisted. You actually don't know me either, all right? I don't know you and you don't know me. How about that? Or I don't know you either, all right? You're right, you don't know me. But I want you to give me the experience. I'm here and I'm interested in giving you the experience and giving me the experience to work with me. Shoot, I'm interviewing y'all ass too. So I don't know what the fuck this is. I really don't. But we got, oh yeah, power again. Power twice upright. There's no doubt about it. Man and woman energy. Oh yeah is the wife of Shango, and they like Bonnie and Clyde energy. And even on this card, she's flying up in the air in a warrior stance, like she about to swing something in her hand. And then a man is standing on the ground again, and he's looking up at her. He could be looking in shock. He could also be looking at, why, how I let this happen, how she get away with this and shit like that. But I look at her name as like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so you made your move, I'm about to make mine. So this could even be Shango, or this could be someone who she has to fight against. Exert her power. Exert her power. Yeah, exert her power. Ooh. A lot of those EX words. So X is very significant. Okay, or someone's name start with E and X. E or X too. Sir Nuno's, okay? Nuno's. Okay, Uno. The game Uno, shape-shifting in reverse. Okay, yeah, you've been caught. You can't even do it no more, huh? You can't even get it up. It's a snake on here. Someone can't get it up no more. Yeah, but I'm saying it just like that. It's down. But shapeshifting is in reverse. They were abusing their powers. You have the ability to shapeshift because we gave it to you. We gave you permission, okay? Pomona plenty in reverse. We gave you a lot. We gave you a lot of rope. We gave you a lot of leeway. And you fucked it over. Pomona, California could be significant or some place in California. Odin, all right then. Yeah, we gave you guidance, and he's here with guidance. Odin sat under the tree or hung from the tree for 9 days to receive the language of the ancestors. To receive the language of the ancestors. Those are the runes that we have. He's highly associated with that as well. So the runes that we have, runes that people mark in, someone trying to could even mark your territory. Organization that brands their members is very important as well, with fire, through the fire. Okay, through the fire, through the living, through the water. Yeah, so Eostara is here with new beginnings. So this is gonna be a new era for a lot. And she looking like she above the clouds, but the clouds kind of got a red hue to them too. All the like gentle or soft things is coming out like they're being marked with red, like marked with blood, to make them appear more serious, urgent. Think about sirens, and they already came out, but those are the mermaid sirens, like the sirens, the police sirens, the ambulance sirens, fire truck, and stuff like that. Whatever the siren is, even, like a fire alarm, or, a drill or something like that. This is not a drill. This is not a drill, okay? You had your fun, okay? Sekhmet, ooh, the second I met you, I look at her name as the second I met you, but her name also could mean the might of God, reduction, okay? Ooh. And she's upright. She came out upright. Why must you look at me crazy, okay? Tell me right now. Tell me now, okay? But yeah, so in history, there was a time Sekhmet got so drunk on drinking her enemy's blood, basically killing everybody who was an enemy, who was bringing destruction to the earth, and it got so bad that she was destroying the She was destroying the world with the blood she shed. So much that God wanted to stop her, or her higher power wanted to stop her. Someone above her, with someone who could get her to listen, basically. Wanted to stop her, but didn't know how. You know, see, that's another thing, like the creation shows you something I don't know how to deal with yet. I haven't, I didn't create a tool that fixes that, or, yeah, like that part wasn't created. The part just came out of existence. Like in a car, you know, like you could go repurchase a part if, you know, if it is available to be sold, right? It's like, but this one never existed to be sold in the first place. Some of these things aren't available to be sold anymore because the part is so old, okay? It stopped going into circulation, you know, and stuff like that. Circulation issues could be significant as well. But SecMed is here with reduction. So it's like they wanted you to stop. Like, this is another form of saying stop, okay? I told you to stop. So what comes of this? Don't be surprised. And on her arms, or her hand part, she has these like big robot hands, cat claws. And it looks like she kind of holds things so easily with them, because the other hand, she has the same thing, but I don't think it goes that far. It's that big. Yeah, it's not that big, but she can kind of maneuver with it better. So something like that, something about aid is significant. And I was just talking about like how in our when I was in college, like I would be qualified for certain scholarships or funding for something, you know, a grant, or, you know, and meet all the qualifications so much that it should automatically be entered in the system. But because or I wouldn't probably know that has to happen, but because I didn't tell them, I didn't get that thing that I was qualified for. I had every right to. Hypno sleep. Okay, so a lot of people have been trying to do something to put you to sleep, this long sleep as well. Some of the words you say could be hypnotizing to people. Booty, your booty, booty. Nuada, okay, perfection in reverse. So, you know, like, yeah, so it's okay to make mistakes. So some of these people are just such in a frenzy, yeah, that they're like, they're kind of creating their own consequences, or they're rendering their own consequences to themselves. It's like, I ain't even gotta fucking touch you right now, you know. A lot of removal energy is significant as well. Like, I remove myself from this, although I'm still attending to this issue. I remove myself from the vicinity, okay? So it may be required for that to give yourself some sleep, okay? But some of you guys have this power when you go to sleep. You know, you are a hypnotist, okay? Some people have on this earth living with you have come to you in your dreams for the service of getting hypnotized, okay, to heal them, okay? And so some of the people you've healed, your results are showing up. The fruits of your labors are showing up. Y'all gonna have to pick my fruit out, okay? Y'all gonna have to pick my fruit out and bring it to me. Vesta home, okay? So even the homes, a home could be coming to somebody. A mobile home could be significant as well. But Vesta with home is like very zesty. Like, give me like zesty energy. Okay, zesty buffalo. Okay, someone could like that flavor, if that is a flavor somewhere you get food. I feel like that was one. Joan d'Arc. Someone's name could be Jean, Joan, Jenny. Okay. I was about to say Jean again for Billie Jean. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl. Claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. So these bitches holding on to somebody who could be free to be with somebody else, knowing damn well he knows and you know that ain't their kid. But you just holding on, grabbing on for dear life to this motherfucker, just so nobody else can have her. So nobody else can indulge. There's so many other people who would possibly be happy to do that, but don't unwillfully take someone else's life, figuratively or literally. So this bitch could have tried to poison him too. So if I can't have him, nobody can. I missed my opportunity before even seeing, and no, you didn't, because it wasn't yours. You'll focus, okay? So yeah, they try so much to focus on how you were wrong in the situation when they should be focused on their situation like God is. These are essentially God and goddesses. And Joan d'Arc, they killed her, hung her because she was a witch. She was so powerful. And this honestly looked like Boudica, okay? She just got her something different on her hair. It could have been that. And she got crosses hanging from her head, her neck. And in real life, I feel like she's wearing these as a badge of honor. But it went down in history that this could mean that she's repping Christ or Christians. But I don't think so. And especially how I think about Christians today. But this was back then. It's just like, this goes to show people have changed history that's documented just to fit a certain narrative, to make it fit. Like them bitch ass stepsisters on Cinderella. It was fucking on either version, the real the people or the cartoon. Like they both had ugly ass feet. They were trying to fucking stuff in this fucking shoe. Like, why would you even try to put your feet in that damn shoe? Why would you even try to touch the fucking shoe? It's how fucking thirsty you look. Why touch the fucking shoe? Why put your dirty ass feet in it? We don't want your skin cells in our fucking shoe. It fit us. Get your nasty hands off of our motherfuckers too. We don't want you touching that, okay? We don't want them to try to have to fake like they love you more than they actually do. Or fuck with you more than they actually do. We don't want you touching our food. We eat that. Or we eat from that. Green man. He also means marriage to me. Or bride. A bride. Yeah. Try to get this nigga to... It's a bitch in this energy. Try to get a nigga to marry her. Knowing damn well the son ain't even his. And stuff like that. Like, dang, why you gonna take over his life like that? Why do you even want to touch his life like that? You should be encouraging him to get the fuck away from you. You should already count yourself out. Someone should be convincing you that you are lovable. Not that you see somebody is lovable and then you're trying to keep them all to yourself. Get the fuck on then. Okay? Go grab on to something else. Hang from some monkey bars till your arms get tired, for all I fucking care. Maybe you'll get taller. I don't know. But yeah, green man is here with abundance. Upright. So abundance could be good or bad. Abundance of bullshit. Abundance of good shit. Okay? Good shit or bullshit. Which one do you want? But he looks like he could be poison ivy too. It's like, see, y'all touching the motherfuckers who have the abundance. See, this is what they got their hands on. The man that got their abundance, okay? But they can't put another bun in the oven because you over here trying to take they fucking life. Literally, too. Like, how do you care about this motherfucker so damn much that you don't want to let them go, but you would do this to them? How? It really don't make sense. It really don't make sense what these bitches be wanting to do to men. I don't give a fuck what color the bitch is. They be crazy. Eros love is a man. A lover man, okay? They see this. It exudes off of him. He got the sun kind of beaming in the background. If that's the sun. I don't know. It looked like a bubble around him too. Around his head like an astronaut. But he got angel wings. He's another form of Cupid. And this is Aphrodite's son. And she already came out. Yeah, a mother could be dealing with bitches just don't want to let go of her son. She don't know what to do about it. Because she want to kill these bitches at this point too. But some of these bitches she ought to kill, okay? Some of these bitches she ought to kill. I'm not encouraging you, but I think you ought to. You thinking that for a reason. I did a reading that said they're making them sick God is making them sick so you can get your revenge. But you, sweet old you. Some of these people is like, actually, God, is that offer still on the table? God, like, of course. You want to join us? Come on. Because God be happy that you didn't take the opportunity, but God wouldn't have been mad if you took it as well. It would have just been like, you join us, because I wanted to take it too. That's why I'm offering you an in or out, like, but it's going to happen anyway with or without you, like, but not to in a bad way. It's so you won't get your hands dirty. You don't got to get your hands dirty, okay? Keep your composure. Okay? God did that to me one day. God was more mad at something than me, but so worried about me acting out of character. It's like a parent is like, you stay back, and they're blocking you from something that they want to go after themselves, but nobody's there to hold their ass back. They're like, yeah, you don't do it, I do it, but it's just like you don't probably even feel as bad as they do. It just keeps them occupied. It keeps them, from doing it, to focus on you doing it, but they're focused on how mad and pissed they are at this thing that's probably making them more mad than you are. Keep your composure, squeezing your head, or like keep your composure, don't do anything. But I don't know about me, like. Are you gonna be okay? And then you gotta reach back, okay? Splash some water on their face or something, okay? I know it ain't much, but are you okay? Oh yeah, thank you. Are you all right, baby? No, are you all right? Pele purpose in reverse, okay? See, some of this shit just don't got no purpose, reason why it even exists, okay? But Pele could be the volcanic form of Mother Gaia, okay? She's in reverse. And I don't think it's the opposite. Or I think it's the opposite because purpose. She's coming out with good things because she is focused on love, gratitude, appreciation, pride, in a healthy way. But all those things, or anything in a healthy way. More so focused on a healthy thing. But a volcano only erupts on purpose. But it built up long enough to do it. And if you get a volcano that erupts faster than most of it, it's an unseen sight. It didn't exist yet. And now this is the first time it's existing. So what prompted that? That's that spark that we ask or provoke the question of, what was behind that, And then that's what you focus on. That's all you got time for. But these bitches don't see that. They ain't got time to see what the fuck we see. So we damn sure can't expect them to have time to see other shit, okay? Someone could also wear flowers in their hair, or used to, and then it looks like a rose, but that's spread out, but it's not. It's probably another type of flower, but I'm getting rose energy from that. Like I was talking about earlier, Baz play in reverse, especially this girl. She is not playing with nothing. This woman is not playing with shit, okay? Bass with play in reverse. Loki came upright, okay? With play. It's like, even, that, like I was just saying with God saying, like, oh, let me handle it. Like, let me play, okay? And then that's why he had his finger over his lips, like, shh, don't tell nobody, because she don't want to play. She's like, if they got that one more time. They got that one more time, And they really at the one more time. They really at the stage of one more time. We just waiting on your ass to come out. We just waiting on your ass to come out. Come out. Come out one more time. Step a toe. Out. Meet me outside. Cardi B. Anything else? Ooh, Hathor. I look at her name as I had her. Someone could have a kitten on the other side as well. I have her with contentment, okay? Yeah, because it ain't nothing really bothering us over here. But y'all, there's only a bother when y'all come through. We walk around like SpongeBob ass, okay? That's what the universe say about me. I walk around like SpongeBob ass, like, I'm ready. Big ass smile on my face. But as soon as somebody come with some drama, I ain't quick to go to wipe the smile off my face, but as happy as I am to be happy, I am just as happy to take it there with you, okay? But I will analyze the situation for her first. I'm not easy to anger. I really ain't. Like, but when I get there, it's like you might as well just had pushed the button that you gotta wait for whatever to happen before it registered that you pushed it again. So you can't just keep pushing it to keep it going. Nah, you gotta push it. Like some water fountains are like this. Like those dryers that they have in the bathrooms and stuff like that. But yeah, so had her come out here with contentment. Her belly is red. Okay, see, like the things that's supposed to be soft, it's supposed to be like a soft and, like beautiful, lovely thing. It should feel like a flower is growing inside of you, but it's coming with pain and anger and, or chaos, or we have to fight for what's ours. To lay down the foundation to let motherfuckers know not to play with us. Right after Bass come out. And Bass is actually Sekhmet's mother. I used to think Sekhmet was Bass' mother. Because Bass had to calm down. I guess that's the reason why she stopped. Because only Bass could stop Sekhmet. Bass didn't even want to play. She was like, you don't want me to touch this. You don't want me to touch it. This is not my job. Give it to somebody else. I don't even want to do it, dog. I ain't going to do it. I'm not gonna do it because Bass, she be down for any fucking thing. If you fuck with any of somebody she love, she coming for you at that moment in time. She's gonna drop everything and get on whatever she gotta get on. She gotta get on a scooter, a bus, or something, a helicopter. The fastest way she can get there at that time, that's how she's gonna get there. But she'll use any means necessary to get there. You mess with that. She normally like that. But she know that about herself. She know how quick she is to jump down a motherfucking throat and will yank somebody fucking esophagus out their fucking mouth. I'm getting a lot of like those cylinder shapes. That's why I'm getting like slides, esophagus, like. I did a reading that said, that's why I keep referring to slides too, that said, see, God will let you slide in the name of every slide. So essentially it means like, like God will let you slide all this time, but that after that one last slide, they let you slide, you're going to be paying for all those times they let you slide because you didn't appreciate them letting you slide basically by getting to this point. And not for mistakes and stuff like that. That's different, like because people end up making mistakes. But it's all about your attention. And people will still have the same bad, nasty ass intention and be treated in a appropriate manner, or we consider that. Like you didn't consider it in us, so what the fuck? I don't even have no room to consider it for you. You didn't build me no cloud. You didn't build me no bridge to cross. I'm gonna even fucking burn one. But you don't hear me though. Thank you for the 5th like, and may God bless you just for that. Okay. It was like, yeah, bitch, you guys all them likes too early. We're gonna make you wait for the last one. It probably gonna be my last one. I'm gonna go anyway. Hecate, Kate. Okay. Someone could be a trans person, but all y'all in that community, I welcome y'all unless y'all rude as shit. Y'all could get the smoke too. And she holding something with smoke coming out of it, okay? Holding a torch, okay? Illumination. The key, she got a key in her one hand and then the torch in the other hand, and then her crown looks like the Liberty crown. And normally she's like about, magic, yeah. So, yeah. So they were trying to practice... They was trying to practice magic without it even being distributed to them. Not only like you haven't reached the part where we offer you the class. Like you haven't reached the year where you're qualified to even apply. I'm thinking about college a lot. Someone going to college, in college and stuff like that. Confirmations probably. But like there's like when you go apply for college. You can't just go apply for college while you're a freshman unless you have the credits that declare you're a freshman, but you're not going to be considered a freshman. You're going to be considered whatever those credits declare you as. But you could go look and you can't apply. You could just go look. And these bitches was looking and thinking they going to apply and take over. Like, how? You can't even apply. How you gonna hate from the outside of the club? You can't even get in, type of shit. Leg out. Duh, 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 duh. Chris Brown and Busta Rhymes and who else? Somebody else on there? But yeah, look at me now. Look at me now. Oh, I'm getting paper. Look at me now. Look at me now. I'm fresher than a motherfucker. Okay. And then we got Hades came out before Hecate or Hecate. Hakayet. She told me her real name is that. But they made me skip Hades with death. Because it's in reverse. It's like you escape death. We don't consider death no more. Because you can't do that. And then that coming out after Hathor. It's like I had her. Like, so about to happen, and then Hades is a man, so a woman's parents, a man's parents, it's like I had her or I had him, like who the fuck you think you doing? Like I'm like that's when they using this phrase, like where they say I brought you into this world, I'm gonna take you out. Like they using that as like insult. The Jibo rune could be significant. The Jibo rune is the gift room, and I translate it as like, oh, the Jeb, so you belong to Jeb, Father God Jeb, okay? And Jeb be jebbing up in that thing, but like even that is like getting all up in you, knowing who you are, like nobody can say shit about you. They can't say shit about. No one can say shit about God or Jeb or that type of energy. Jesus, like see is Jeebus, okay? Jebo ass, okay? Debo ass, okay? But yeah, like the main people, that rule your life. So however you look at it, I kind of try to be cognizant of people thinking I'm worshiping different gods. I believe in God. I believe the incredible acts of God, and I believe God is shape-shifting like a motherfucker, okay? I wish God would sit down sometimes, but, it makes it easier for me to believe that God possesses certain powers. It's like, so if these people who existed as humans, okay, regular humans, okay, because humans ain't fucking with aliens if we thinking about it, but like just humans compared to gods. Like if all these people were declared to have these things, whether it was true or not, because these were the things that caused people to attack them. These powers caused people to attack them, like the X-Men, right? I used to watch this show called The Misfits. Some of them got, I think one of them like would get bullied all the time or something like that, and I stand up for himself, and then he ended up being like the most powerful one, like having the best power. But I think it even took him a long time to see what his power was, and his power was invisibility. So if you as a human could be invisible, okay, or create the idea of being invisible, imagine what God is already like that. So if God could be invisible, and shape-shifting can work that way, like you don't actually have you, that one person turning into something else is like someone able to be everything. So that's why I believe in these different figures, and it helps me understand the different facets of God, if you can't tell already. But yeah, so I don't believe in them to worship them. I just believe, I respect their gangster. I respect all their gangsters, all this part of God. See, like whatever it is. But I believe in them being on God's team. Even if, God is not associated with them, it's like now God uses them, okay? As the executors, executors of this power. Like executors of a state, they distribute the assets, right? Ain't that what they do? I believe that's what they do. I feel like that's what they do, but I could be wrong because I'm not perfect. But like someone was hired. Like why the family couldn't do it themselves? Because someone else had to hire it to make sure that it was distributed in the appropriate manner, in a way where it will continue to function or not be ceased and not go on when it's supposed to be stopped. Somebody could be being issued an order of cease or desist or something like that. Vulcan inventiveness in reverse. And sometimes I look at that as vulture energy. They make use of everything. They don't let nothing go to waste. You could be really good at saving food or something like that, or this is how they're poisoning you too. Like some people are feeding you things that have not probably been stored properly, that aren't good anymore, and not telling you, or something about it. Like, I always feel like, like, even though it's telling, like, the deck is telling me not to pull, they want me to still pull, but I'm gonna stop there. All right. Right, show me him again. My booty. Somebody could also be even saying kiss my ass. Like, kiss my ass. Yeah, these people. And now Boudica is in reverse. I can't remember if she was in reverse at first, or I was just putting her in the reverse. But yeah, and Boudica keep coming out. It's like, yeah, I'm here in your face. Now what? Okay. Now it's staring you right in the face. If it was a snake, it would have bit you and poisoned you. See? You try to fucking poison a snake. Yeah, just like that. And then see, I keep getting those cylinder shapes, okay? I paw, fear, okay? And now you scared as fuck. You try to bite a snake to get its poison, basically. Wow. And then I did a reading that said, since that was all you could get, and hopefully you were content. Now this is all they gonna get. I'm getting that. Yeah. Bridget with healing. And Bridget is also younger self energy. So a younger girl could be healing her anger, okay? Working on her anger management. We got Typhon before that. Tyshawn could be significant as well. But Phony, what's it called? Like Phoebe or Tony, Pony. My little pony, my little pony. Someone also could be give you a phone call you're gonna be grateful for, or something like that. You're gonna be grateful to get it. Osiris, yes, a renewal, reconciliation with the power, or someone's also giving you your power back, restoring your position somewhere. Someone could be getting their position back somewhere they used to work. Aphrodite, self-love, especially if you worked in like that field that your self-love, beauty, even some of your beauty products, they was putting stupid shit in there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, some of y'all didn't deserve this. Shape-shifting keeps coming out. Yeah, because God is shape-shifting. God is telling, okay? And they did this and they did that. Rah. God's like, rah. Rah, rah, like a dungeon dragon. Rah, rah, like a dungeon dragon. Rah, rah, like a dungeon dragon. Dungeon dragon. I'm not Jasmine. I'm Aladdin. Yeah, I said it. Has been. Yeah, I said it. Has been. Hang it up. Flash screen. Nicki Minaj and Eminem. Okay, Roman's revenge. Rah, rah, like a dungeon dragon. Rah, rah, like a dungeon dragon. Yeah, he coming. He already there. Athena, strategy in reverse. Okay. There's like no thinking about it no more. Athena also did where you go? I saw your phone. Athena did Medusa so wrong. Medusa looked at Athena as a mother figure, and she tried to come to her for help. And Athena turned her away based on what other people were saying about her, or what she heard about her. Didn't even confirm with her. Gossip kills. This is why you're going through karma. Taurus could have been significant. Okay. I also did a reading like a month or so ago that said every time they spoke behind your back in any way, death came knocking. Whether it was them experiencing death or death around them. Okay. Shiva, destroyer. Someone also wanted to like destroy your self-esteem and confidence in yourself. Self-love keep coming out. Sleep. They also was wishing you went back to sleep. Y'all probably consider yourself woke, or they consider you woke as a woke person. And it always be like, it seems like it summons a certain type of energy because of how they feel about woke people. But then again, that definition start with them. They started to define you that way. as a woke person. And they mad because you walk in there. Hi, hello. Thank you for the 6 like too. And you did it before you got in my stuff. Thank you. Then we got Yule again with focus, with Quyen and compassion. So it's just like, like they wanted to really take your kindness for weakness, and they wanted you to also let down your guard with, kindness, and, trying to make it seem like they here for you, they understand you and stuff like that. Kuan is also known as the female Buddha, but I look at her as nothing but good things. Okay, Sheila Nagig. Okay, gateways. Wow, and then she got a flower in her hand, and this is kind of the figure that, like how she's holding the flower in her hand. The figure that I produced with those crystals that I was talking about, God saw, or everybody saw in the spiritual realm. It came running towards it, it looked like that, like, and I was comparing it to a rose or a flower, and it kind of looked just like that. Yeah. So y'all producing things like that where God hasn't even thought to research something like that, to plan for something like that to come out. And I was saying something about position earlier. Sheila and the gig gives me like a gig or opportunities going to be opened up with gateways here, like a door is about to be opened up for you. It's turning around for you. Around for me. Around for me. Yeah, you about to, because you got wiser in executing your skill or your power. You got thought here again with wisdom, with lull, and skill. Okay, you also could probably even have a capacity or really good skill at making people laugh. Okay, and behind lull with skill, he has a statue standing there, and it's like glowing, like different pathways are glowing a blue. Okay, the blue chakra could be significant, and he has like blue markings on his body as well, or someone's name could be blue, or like to go by blue, or really likes the color blue. Thank y'all so much for y'all time today. Please remember, as y'all get in my chat, please like the video, acknowledge me, and you see I acknowledge y'all right back. Okay. But yeah, so something about that. They even was trying to make you not make money off your skill, off your stuff. They were poisoning your reputation. I don't give a damn about my reputation. You're living in the past, you're a new generation. Yeah, somebody is not forgiving you. And they trying to spoil your reputation on how you used to be in the past, or the person they had to meet in the past. Some of y'all only showed this person to this one person because they brought that motherfucker out of you. Okay. Yeah, they bought the segment out of you. Segment came flipping her ass out. Okay. Upright again. Okay. The muses are these 3 bitches. Okay. It's 3 bitches on his car. But someone in the musical industry don't see you just as inspiration. They see you as someone to emulate and eliminate. All right. Those 2 E words. Someone could have 2 E's in their name, or in their nickname. First, middle, last name, or nickname. Yeah. Whew. All right. That's it. Yeah, focus. Keep on to say, focus on me. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, focus on me now. Or I'm focused on you, because he has a bow and an arrow. He has the arrow cocked back. All I got to do is focus. Or all they have to do is focus on you. And they made it harder than it needed to be. Apollo inquiry. They start asking too many questions. Not enough action. Or they did things first and asked questions later. Apollo also has the word poll in it, like the poll of a vote as well. So it's like they considered this decision without your votes as well. I keep getting estate energy, trust energy, or something like that, where a family kind of has to distribute this, call meetings and shit like that. I'm getting a lot of that energy. Okay, so it was for that. Before this time or after this time. That's why they did a lot of this attempt at people's lives. Vishnu, balance in reverse. Okay, yeah, they try to throw a lot of shit off kilter. They could have messed with people's brains, mentally, mental capacity. What's it called? Psychosis. People were experiencing a lot of psychosis. Yeah, that was a strategy. That was a plan. Athena coming her ass back out. Yeah, a mother figure coming her ass back out because it was her purpose. Or this, she wanted to destroy a little girl from their purpose, or someone they raised with from deterring them from their purpose. Because despite Athena turning Medusa down, she still realized her power. God had to inject her power faster or sooner, and we were talking about that. It's like it forced God to make certain decisions sooner. Oh, I wasn't planning to give you that until then, or them that until then, but now they need it. Okay, it's like armor as well. Like the power is coming to protect you, you know. Whew, okay. Then we got Garuda here with travel. Yes, upright too. They like, yeah, we coming right to you. And he looking towards, he's facing forward, but his body is faced to the side, you know, and while the griffin is taking off with him. It looked like a griffin, but it don't have lion feet. Griffins normally have lion feet, okay? So they created some shit, okay? Or somebody created something. Or this creation is better than what you're used to seeing. So why you want to mess with that power? It's like you ain't got nothing on them, or they ain't got nothing on you. And then Vishnu is Lakshmi's husband, okay? And Ra comes back out with power right next to Vishnu. It's like I'm not trying to exert so much power here. It's like somebody is really yanking someone's teeth. Someone's name could be like Ra's, Ray's, Ra, Ray, yeah, Ray, Ra, Raz, Ravi, Rashi, Ran, Ranu, Anu. Anu is the full energy. He is the one, the chosen one. And who I was just saying, like, he was the most powerful one, you know. Oh yeah, that show Misfits. It's called Misfits. And they're from like Britain, I think, or it takes place in Britain. They have the accents and everything. So keep that in mind. But don't let that deter you. Jizu support. Okay, so that could something could also been helpful that I just said as well, especially that show, mentioning it again. Even just seeing the first 3 episodes, because I think it does start off slow where you're wondering why you should continue to do this. Low-key play. Okay, yeah, he's already played. He already had his fun, or he's about to have his fun. Okay, Helen of Troy. Someone's name could be Helen, Troy, Roy, even Toya, Talon, Jalen, Raylan, Arlene, Milk. Yeah. Something about milk. I used to hate the texture of milk. I still don't like the texture of milk by itself. Were some of y'all like that? Perfection. So yeah, they keep saying perfection. Jitsu. Someone could be training martial arts, and he looks like he's ready to fight. He's pointing something at something. It almost looks like a figure putting their shield up, even, you know, like, because they did a lot, you know, like they had to bring out a lot to go against you, okay? And they weren't gonna go until they saw death, okay? Vulcan tried to come out again, and they look like vultures, and they eat out, they feed on flesh, you know. They don't stop until they get enough. They don't stop until they get a body, okay? Bridget in reverse, and I'll be highlighting rigid in there. Is like they weren't rigid, okay? They weren't rigid. They were bold with a lot of shit, okay? Some of these doctors, okay, this could have been a healer, you know, or someone in the healthcare field as well. All right. They're saying stop, please. All right. They said please. Why? Oh, sorry. All right. Well, I'm gonna stop right there, and I'll come back later. Anything else God want to say? Let me see. Oh, someone's birthday is today. Hey, now it's your birthday. And yesterday I was getting it randomly. When I started my second video yesterday, I forgot what it was about. Oh, it was a divine masculine, divine feminine reading. And I believe it was just about like the love letters and love messages. Or no. Oh, it was about divine masculine. Okay. They getting on divine masculine. Divine masculine, nobody got time to be getting out of escape rooms every day. Okay. Divine masculine is enjoying this. All right. But it's your birthday. Someone's birthday was yesterday and today. Happy birthday. Hey, now it's your birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da, ooh yeah, da 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 da, yeah. Then I was inspired by that song from The Simpsons, and I wrote this on Yeshua's birthday for him. Okay, the loyal, and I call him the loyal. Okay, so loyalty on someone's birthday. Showed them who they were, and it says my hands have power. Like power is the word on here. Okay, because you powerful. They try to poison ivy. Okay, poison starts with P. Nail magic or paw magic. They could have even been doing things to attack your nails, or they were hating on your nails, or just crazy. What I do for a living fuels my passion, and I enjoy doing and thinking about it every day. Basset energy wants to come out again. She keeps coming out. So it's like she comes out here to fold her arms, not contribute. She doesn't want to touch it. It's something like that. She don't want to touch it. She don't want to get involved. Laughter is the best medicine in reverse, because it's not a game no more. And Basset is also the comforter. So it is the confidant is giving me, mediator type of energy, like we were talking about earlier, executor energy. My house, or especially about a house, my house, okay, my house will be safe, beautiful, and big enough to raise a healthy family, okay? Know that, all right? Know that. But yeah, so they could have done something in your house as well, because they saw a beautiful and healthy family lives there. Father Zeus energy is coming out again. Now he's upright. He's upright, and it says releasing makes room for better, even though the loss may hurt. Hugs, apologies. So something you have to step away from, or view from afar, like we were talking about earlier as well, is very significant. God is saying it. See, God had to even come down for some of these things, so you can actually let go, help you let go, help you pry your fingers away from this thing. We give glory to God, and it is shared back. Nice, thanks. Okay, none. And none energy to me is mean don't worry about nothing, basically. I ain't worried about nothing. Nigga, I ain't worried about nothing. Nigga, I ain't worried about nothing. Nigga, I ain't worried about nothing. But the God, okay, I ain't worried about nothing. Okay, that's Pisces energy too. But that's French Montana. Worry about nothing, I think. But yeah, I look at him as that. So you ain't gotta worry about nothing. He has a really big crown. I drew him a really big crown on this. Okay, so someone's name could have two N's in it. I said Nunu earlier. We have Sir Nonos as well, or even a Sir, like someone's calling him Sir Win. Someone's name has Sir in it. Okay. I am released from the hindrance of perfectionism, so that I use this gift to thrive, aka power to thrive. I no longer need perfection ruling me against the highest good, because it's more to this that meets the eye, okay? And it's about you plus others, okay? But it's good that you considering you first, okay? Because it's gonna help others benefit, because they could just benefit from your remnants. They could just benefit from being inspired by you, motivated by you. You're just what I need. You're just what I need. Not everything works as it seems. It's so hard to believe. Yeah. So you gave glory to God, recognizing God, attending to God, wondering how you can help God, or what God needs from you. Okay, how can you serve God? Okay, how about that? You did that. So you ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. They gotta worry. They gotta hide under tables. They gotta climb in trees and not want to come out. I did a reading about that not too long ago. It's like they got on top of the tree and won't come down, but you won't move at the bottom until they do. And they gonna come down soon, because they can't hang half of the time you have hung. So you got endurance, baby. You've been training, baby. All right. Then we got Jesus. It's the living word. We want our husbands to be like Jesus. There is no one else like Jesus. And we thank him for loving us. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Yeah, so it says Jesus is the living word, and I wrote some things on here. He told me to add this one, which I think is the number one thing we must not forget. He came to me in my dream after I created this card. And he be liking that I say this because I say it every time now. It seems like it's like the introduction. Like God deserves an introduction, right? Yes, okay, right? I love it. But yeah, and he just kept repeating like the only miracle worker until I got like what he meant. And he was talking about this card that I made on Earth. It was that important to him, okay? It was that important, okay? Like, I like that, okay? But I think you should add one more thing, okay? Oh, what is it? But he didn't say all of that. He just said it like he really demanded it. And he demanded it like he wanted it now. And I treated it as such. I had no problem doing that. But God meets resistance with a lot of people. People are disobedient. People don't want to adhere. People do not wish to serve. They want to say they serve because they know down the line they probably going to get something for it, whether it's a blessing from God or not. Some of them don't even do it just as much for that they do for the shit that don't even make it to God's realm. I know it went over your head, bitch. But yeah, the first thing and the last thing I added on this card was the only miracle worker. Yeah, so yeah, he's the only miracle worker. Nobody got nothing on him. See? Nobody got nothing on the creator, the source. And he was connected to the creator. So he is that thing that created that fire that ended up crystallizing and creating this thing that we must now adhere to, because it's not so much just better. It's just, it has a great feature to it. Okay? Why you can't just stay there? You know, like, because it's kind of scary. Yeah, it is kind of scary to even look at yourself bigger than God. But the shit y'all doing, y'all really think y'all bigger than God? I'm convinced. Okay, and if you're not, you're just delusional. All right, but nothing wrong with me. The way you guys act, we can't have it. That shit you do, these decisions you make, the shit you say, Nah, bitch. I was trying to remix Shirley Brown, Woman to Woman. I be trying to do it off the dome, so I don't be wanting to finish it. But yeah, so the first thing Jesus is, okay, should be known as to anyone, all right, ever coming hearing this, the only miracle worker. Don't get it twisted. The only miracle worker. See, I told y'all, they do this shit. They do it all the time. What is wrong? What's wrong? Okay. I know one of them 6 likes ain't yours. See, they don't just get in they don't get in the chat to say hi, to just say it. They expect me to respond. And if I don't respond, they're going to do it again. It's like, who the fuck are you to demand a response from me? And you ain't even give me shit to show that you really want that response. Okay, where's your effort? Make an effort, okay? By liking the video. Anyway, so, and then I wrote our ultimate sacrifice, all right? The ultimate sacrifice. So we ain't doing this shit again, all right? We showed y'all our power. Now you just gonna have to witness it through torment, or, you know, through experience, I would say. The lamb, the precious lamb of God, minding their own business, being pure as can be, in the best way they know how. Grace. And grace, I boxed that one. It didn't take up much space, but I boxed it. Because it's one of the highest gifts you can get from God. God may not give you the gift of being a miracle worker. Who wants that, though, honestly? Like, it's so much pressure. I feel the pressure already. Oh, I feel it from it. I feel it in the air. The Weeknd, Benny Siegel. Those names and initials could be significant. Who wants that pressure? And like, oh, you've healed this. Okay, so how about this? Like this. See, you're demanding me to prove something to you. Shows how little power you have. But they execute this fucking shit as if they got power. Like, who the fuck are you to say this? Like, I just healed somebody in a miraculous capacity. That already gives me 1 to your 0, bitch. All right? Who are you to try to challenge me and not challenge me or make me beat the record because you don't believe it? That's you. Sit with that yourself. But it says all is forgiven, okay? So if you deserve forgiveness, you will be forgiven. That's where this grace is. That's why grace is the biggest gift of God that you can be given. To even have enough to share to others. The gift that keeps on giving. It flows like a water fall. Look at these things, okay? There's a beginning and an end, Alpha and Omega. A holy king. Yeah, he's the Alpha and Omega too. A holy king, though. An everlasting Father. A wonderful counselor. Mighty God. Prince of Peace. And then I ended it with thank you, love. I also boxed mighty. But I kind of boxed it in squiggly lines too, like the sun. As well as like the all power. Like the sun gives energy, but no one does anything to create that per se. Sun gonna come out whether the weather look a certain way or not. Like whether you could see the sun, it don't matter. See, God don't have to prove to you the sun is there, right? And even if you never see the sun, you can't say the sun wasn't there. You don't got that power and ability to detect it even, because you didn't even see it, because you didn't believe. Your absence of probably seeing it is because you don't believe it. You know how you got to believe in it, like faith says. You know, I believe faith is divine as, you know, believing in objects that have not been proven yet or something like that. It's like miraculous and being in a miracle realm and stuff like that. That's why you only probably have access to miracles because of your faith. You won't experience no miracle. So you sitting here telling me this, you don't even got no faith. So you ain't even qualified to apply here, all right? What have you done? What work have you put in? But yeah, so this is what Jesus' card says, okay? Hope that message blessed you and you enjoyed it. I hope I did you justice, Jesus, because I feel like Jesus came out and was like, I demand you stay right here with this. What I want to say, I'm going to say it, all right? Because he was getting pissed at his disciples in the Bible. Every time they start going crazy, you know, when something bad happened, he'd get mad and be like, y'all had no faith, or say something to that capacity. Why you don't believe it? It's the reason why it's not happening because you're not believing it. If you had faith, it would already happen, type of shit. He like, if you have faith, this mountain will move. The mountain will move, okay? Ain't no mountain high enough. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm glad you liked it. And thank you for the 7 like. And may God bless you just for that. And see, I didn't even have to say nothing. All right. But yeah, always and forever. We have a channel song, Always and Forever. This came out in a reading last night about divine masculine, divine feminine. If you want to know more about your twin flame journey or cosmic union journey, that we call it over here, our divine cosmic flame, okay? It's divine and cosmic, okay? Out of this world already. We are already there, all right? We just got to maneuver against these people who trying to make us not be together. Because that's what it's about at the end of the day. After we get all the chasing and running out the way, it's now at the point where we have to kind of shield ourselves from the people who are trying to keep us apart. Sad, okay? But we will always and forever be together. By He Wade or Luther Vandross, who could be one of your angels. Someone's name could be Vaughn, Ross, okay, Josh, Boss Water could be significant. I was about to say Anna Frost. They gave me a whole name. Andrew. Yeah. I got Josh on accident, but Yeshua's name, like Yeshua likes to be called Jesus likes to be called Yeshua, but I just say Jesus out of habit, and he likes when I say Jesus as well. But he likes to be called Yeshua. Like, to you, I'm Yeshua, okay? It's almost like putting a sir or mister in front of it. It's like, I'm Yeshua, okay? Because it translates to yes, you are, okay? There's no denying me, okay? But to her, she could call me Jesus. I like it when you call me Jesus. Wave your hands in the air like I'm a true player. I love it when you call me Jesus. I can't. The big day. I was about to say that's Big Papa. I accidentally almost said daddy too, like Big Daddy. That's Big Daddy. Okay, yeah, that's Daddy. We want our husbands to be like Big Daddy. That movie Big Daddy can be significant. Is it just Daddy or Big Daddy? Daddy daycare or things with daddy in it, my baby's daddy and stuff like that. Oh, who that is my baby daddy? Who that is my baby daddy? Who that is my baby daddy? See, Mary, that's just my baby daddy. Somebody singing that. See, it's so removed. I don't like nobody to refer to anybody as baby daddy if they don't deserve it, okay? Especially no husbands and wives, and they don't hardly do it. I've never seen that, honestly, but, you know, you let me know, because rare things be happening, but because people be in Delulu, all right? And until they get out of that. But yeah, so always and forever. Always and forever. Each moment with you is just like a dream to me that somehow came true. And I know tomorrow will still be the same, 'cause we've got a life of love that won't ever change. And every day, love me your own special way. Melt all my heart away with a smile. Take time to tell me you really care, and we'll share tomorrow together. And I'll always love you forever, always, forever, ever. There'll always be sunshine when I look at you. It's something I can't explain, just the things that you do. And if you get lonely, just call me and take a second to give me that magic you make. And every day, love me your own special way. Melt all my heart away with a smile. Take time and tell me you really care, and we'll share tomorrow together. I'll always love you forever, always, forever, loving you. It's something that I'll always plan, loving you Forever we is one. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, that's awesome. All right, like a movie. Somebody also would probably want to make a movie. We don't need no strip for this. I'ma throw my couple thousand, make a strip for this, and pull my camera out and make a movie. Yeah, starring you and me. Yeah, yeah. Girl, wow, Superstar is one of the last cards I was looking at. Disco ball in reverse. Okay, so somebody about to celebrate someone in superstardom, or get in a role in something, a position that keeps coming out, y'all. So is somebody going viral? Creativity, a creator. Wow, it's in reverse. Work. Yeah. Wow. Creativity, work, and teacher in reverse. It's like promotions, or downgrading, or people realizing who they are. Okay, they not really who they say they are. And then it says staying in. Yeah, this person looked like she got fired or something, or like she's not going through a good time. All right. The superstar says fame, attention, public recognition, spotlight. Web weaver in reverse. Yeah, somebody about to disconnect from a teacher or something like that, or somebody's changing teachers, advisors, or a role. Graduation. Yeah, someone's moving on, getting promoted. Advancement, next step, initiation, passing tests. So you pass the test of faith, especially a wedding, or even to be suitable for marriage or stuff like that, considered for marriage. Yeah, serious relationship, considered in a serious point. You look like marriage material as well. But a wedding is coming up. Loveless, uncompromising, rigid. I pointed out rigid earlier. Expectations, the plan. So like someone was even. This was giving me, like how I was saying, like sometimes it'd be like runner and chaser dynamic in a union capacity, but then after a while you have to fight other people off. It's like these are the people on this loveless cards, the uncompromising, the rigid people, expectation. Then they start to plan the plan. Okay, but special time in reverse. So yeah, they were trying to ruin good things for you. Unforgettable moment, and I was giving it unforgivable for that. And earlier I was saying that too. Different, yeah, because it's like they never seen this before. They're thinking you're too lucky. It says luck in reverse, destiny in reverse. Like, how are you destined for that? How are you assigned to that and shit? Going places because you kept busy. It says impressive move, busy, bright future, no games. Yeah, they were trying to play games, and that's why God is coming out saying, like, you want to play games? Play with somebody who want to play then, because I'm ready to play. I'm curious to play. How you play this shit, okay? Let me beat you at your own fucking game, all right? Let's see what you're doing. Shocking information revealed, gospel or music, okay? Gospel is closely related to gossip as well. Gossip kills. This is why you're going through karma. This Taurus as well. Shopping, okay? Yeah, somebody even was saying someone was opposite than what they actually was. Like they appeared this way. Maybe they appeared to have more money than they actually did. Remember I was saying earlier about how the girl who hated my guts was like, yeah, I want to be like y'all, have my own place, and comparing herself to me, but hate my fucking guts. And then at that moment in time, I was losing my place. Like people hating on you and not knowing what you got going on. People see you in a certain store shopping, or hearing about you shopping or something like that, and think it's like the ultimate thing, or you're splurging automatically, but you probably foregone a lot of opportunities to shop in the past, and it ain't none of their business, bitch. Okay, ain't none of your motherfucking business, bitch. All right. In the closet in reverse. Yeah, it ain't none of y'all business, bitch. Y'all probably was hiding all y'all shit. I used to follow this group, but I kind of still do, but not as much as I did during this time. And they was like sharing deals and bargains amongst each other, and then they would always joke about how they gotta hide their packages from their spouse, especially the women. It was mostly women in that group. I think it was only women group. I don't know, but they will always joke or post memes about, like how they have to hide what they're ordering and getting from their husband. And I would think it would be their husbands, not just their boyfriends, unless they just calling them the husband too. But, it will be husbands that they gotta hide. what they got from their husbands. And I was just wondering, like, why is that the case? Are they spending money that, he told them not to spend? Or, and then if that is the case, is it a legitimate reason why he told them not to spend it? Or would they otherwise be able to spend it if they're not splurging, because some of them will just buy it because it's a deal in front of their face, but they don't need it, or, need the product or something like that. So they will always have to hide it from their spouse, because their spouse will see the unnecessary spaces occupying, probably. I don't know, but I felt like it was a lot of more sneakiness than it should have even been. Like, it was like this thing was creating an atmosphere for sneakiness to roam up in, and sneakiness don't even supposed to be there. Like, it's just like, okay, whatever that issue is, that you got to actually live with the person you're hiding things from. Ultimately, it's not gonna be hidden anymore, because you got to live with that person. There's no separate space from that person ultimately, unless you're denying access somewhere. See, like, now you got to create things that create something that maybe your spouse doesn't like, whether it's the actual shopping part of it or not. So something like that is very significant, but also in other capacity where, like, people are judging you based on how much money you got. I mean, how much you do shop, or, how you present yourself, especially how much clothes you got in your closet and stuff like that. And in the closet says secrets, private, hiding true feelings, okay? In reverse. So somebody feels like they need to tell you a piece of their mind. Just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Okay. Aretha Franklin, names and initials. The A keep coming out as well. Someone wants to remain so mysterious and shit. Okay. Trial and error, new ways, student, inexperienced, mistakes. See, this is why I was getting, like, people just start to make mistakes, because maybe these environments for certain things to happen, for mistakes to happen, to end up being cultivated or built. Doing it big in reverse, like even coming out the closet. And in the closet be meaning like coming out the closet to me, especially in the queer community. Is that what you call them? I'm sorry if that's offensive. Intelligence in reverse, because y'all dumb. And y'all start to wallow in your mistakes. Cry over the spilled milk. Flirtation in reverse. Okay, seduction, attraction, temptation, lower trial. So they think this is going to take them everywhere, but it's not. Thank you for the 8th like, and may God bless you for that. And then doing it big, I always look at this person on here looking like they a drag queen or something like that. So someone found out someone was interested in that. Intelligence is giving me like CIA energy, like they spied on something as well. Like they created an environment where now somebody has to go looking for something. Abundance, okay, abundant oven. I was getting as well earlier. But financial gain, windfall, promotion, stability. So look, and then it said promotion again. Okay, so something about a gig is very significant, or a lot of jobs, a lot of streams of income. The surfer, yeah, or especially on the internet, overcoming challenges, facing fears, ups and downs. So they're looking at how you doing it, and then they're getting mad. It says haunted right after that. Deep regret. Wow, they're mad they didn't do it first, or something like that. Suffering, sleepless nights. They really stress over this shit. They really pull their hair out over this shit. Stressed out. Stressed the fuck out. Burnt the fuck out. A new dime. Yeah, they ain't coming. Okay, so you might as well go change your clothes, all right? On this picture, on the new Dawn, I'd be looking at her like she was waiting on somebody who never showed up. Past life. Yeah, in the past, somebody did not show up, though. Or they've been like this since past life. They never going to change. Or they feel like, I've been like this for so long and nothing's never happened to me. Nah, nothing never happened to you for you to live to this moment, motherfucker, okay? They was waiting on you to do something else, see? And like, you got one more time. Wow. And it says divine time in reverse. Wow. You got one more time. Because you did this shit in the past life. It's divine time. It's divine. It's time for divine to get in that ass time. That's what they saying. And it says at the right time. Like, it's the right time. It's the right time for the right time to get in your ass. Okay. Online activity. I was saying surfing as well, because somebody probably was doing some bullying, but something online chat, messenger, or social media activity. And it's going to be public, okay? There's gonna be public humiliation as well. Someone could have had light or colored eyes when they're in a past life, okay? And then, or their eyes start changing colors when they were older, or their eyes were a different color when they were younger, okay? Prep period in reverse. They used to change colors when they were younger. Oh yeah, they did. Prep period. Getting ready, adapting, putting in the work. Yeah, I lived around a lot of people whose eyes were like that, but you looked at them today, or they looked at themselves today, or they probably didn't even know. So something could have happened, like medication, mind control, I'm hearing, and I get CIA from an intelligence card that says, what does that say? Observing, discernment, hard to fool, and reason. Like, I'm getting, it's like, it's their job to do this, but some of it's not their job to be on this operation. But yeah, I grew up with a lot, but some of them wouldn't be able to tell or didn't know about this fact, because a lot of the people who knew them when they were younger could be dead, or they're changed in some type of way. They went to drugs or something like that. It's giving me that, but it's a lot of forced energy, where it was against their will to think like this, see like this as well. Like somebody forced them into this, forced into poverty when they're the source, kicked out of their own shit, their own house. Someone's name could start with an M. But yeah, some of these kids had colored eyes that would change colors when they were younger, but when they got older, they don't have those eyes no more. So something about that is significant. Even cloning could be significant as well. That could be why, because it ain't that same person. That person been gone. Defensive, all right? I did a reading like a few months back, probably almost a year ago now. I don't know. Or 6 months ago. I don't know. But that said, some of these people you ain't seen is because they dead. Yeah, and people are so crazy, all right? We gonna get to that. Prep period in reverse. So somebody's plans were destroyed, defensive, and now they want to fight. Yeah, so they want to fight anybody. They want to blame anybody. They looking for anybody to blame. Go fight God, okay? Go spar with God, all right? Messy in reverse. Yeah, because don't bring that shit over here. And then I was just saying, like, is someone had a forced change, and this was in my hand. Messy was in my hand, and I wasn't even looking at it. It says wildlife, addictions, unhealthy sex life. So this sex is another portal that people use to try to control people. Some people have fucked up sex hygiene. So most of the time, especially women, all the men she slept with, if she doesn't have a good sexual hygiene, ends up influencing her actions. But also she's influencing the actions of the other men that she sleeps with after other men as well. So something like that is very significant. Someone's name could start with an F. First and last name or nickname. Have 2 U's in it. The moon, okay, upright. Ooh. Yeah, she's still out. Hi, moon. Okay. She's out. It's 11:44. Okay, in the morning. But yeah, so the moon is here with intuition, what's hidden, mystery, illusions, fear. So they're really scared of these secrets coming out, but it has to. It's divine timing. Okay, you guys did it. It's like you guys played in the playground, or you guys played in this area until somebody paid attention to you, and now we walking over to your table. Look at this. Oh, this is friendship, y'all. And I named this card. I named the girls on this card. Okay, I didn't name nobody else but these bitches. Okay, and I named the irrelevant, the co-star, before I named the main star. Okay, but the main star name is Logan. All right, she earned her name. Okay, she's become Logan because this card was even in reverse. Okay. And I'll tell you a little bit of why why I had to kind of naturally name Logan last. And then the co-star's name is Betty, okay? Betty White could also be one of your angels as well. Somebody else I mentioned, and I feel like I didn't say they were one of your angels. Aretha, right? Aretha Franklin. Like I had found out she passed on a long time ago, but I forgot that. I found that out as well. And then they brought it to my attention because I was like, I feel like she's closer to me more than she's been, but Maybe it's because like somebody even realizing the error of their ways. Not to say she's done anything, but it's like someone's like, because there was no official falling out, but it's like they're seeing how they could contribute to y'all separation. All right. So it wasn't like probably a brutal separation, or it could have been, but it's like it wasn't a formal falling out, formal ending to something. So someone's trying to circle back to it. It's like one of you guys are wondering, it's like, I didn't know what I did, or something like that. What did I do wrong? Oh, look at me. What did I do wrong? Please forgive me, baby, and come on home. I'm going down. I'm going down. I'm so sorry, sorry, sorry. All right, let's get back to this friendship card with Logan and Betty. Okay, so Logan, I didn't give her a name because Betty kind of screamed out a little bit at me first. But the reason why Logan didn't scream out too much to me, because she didn't need a name. Her presence said a lot, okay? So much I knew her story by just looking at it. I mean, it don't have to be the real story, but it's coming out consistent enough for us to adapt it as our story, all right? But yeah, Logan is the main character on this card, and she's going through something, a life-altering event in her life right now. And she's this rich friend, and, so she could have went through a divorce, affairs, anything, any type of battle, legal battles in whatever capacity. All right, she having to defend herself. She could have probably had to take defensive classes too, but anyway, went through something that she has to take defensive classes, or start worrying about her protection more. I've been thinking about my own protection. It scares me to feel this way. Oh, what's love got to do? Got to do it. Yeah, that's Tina Turner. Okay, what's love got to do with it? Yeah. So even this is like, maybe it ain't had nothing to do with no love, no love, no love, no love. August Alsina. But yeah, so she was going through this, and she's a rich friend, so she pays everybody way. Before they're at this table, she invited Betty out to, go talk to her, have a girls chat, get some stuff out of her chest, but also get her mind off of this a bit, but they kind of want to process it. She wants somebody to be there to process it with, she's not looking for anything. She's like, I'm providing everything. You ain't got to do nothing. All right. Because Betty, one of those friends, she making sure you paying before she even say yes. Okay, so first off, Betty is not the friend that Logan should even be having in the first place. But that's why she got her name, because she recognized that Betty is not that friend that she should be having. Okay. But yes, so also that could mean that God is saying you're growing into your name, or you've earned your name. You've earned the name that you already have, or the name that God will give you, because sometimes God changes our names. And so Logan is like, telling Betty, yeah, so because Betty was like, yeah, you paying, right? She's like, yeah, I got you, girl. You just gotta come, all right? Can you come with me? And she could just not want to be alone at this time. She don't have to be a person who's prone to being that way, because we got a lot of them bitches like that out here in the world. But she just needs a companion right now, a confidant even too. But I feel like Betty know a lot about the situation so much, that's why she ain't listening too. But anyway, I ain't get there yet. So she like, yeah, come on, I'm pick you up at 15. Yeah, you ain't even got to drive or nothing. She's like, okay. And Betty's one of those two that she know wherever she going and there's drinks, she gonna be able to get some drinks. Okay. She like, as long as I get to drink, okay, I ain't want to drive anyway, because I'm gonna drink. But anyway, they hear, and then Logan's telling her about the stuff, or like reflecting on how she feels about the certain situation Betty may or may not know about, and stuff like that. And then Betty's not even paying attention. They have 2 glasses of champagne on the table, and she didn't Logan didn't want to touch hers because she's in such distraught. But we see Betty holding 2 of these glasses of wine, or champagne, whatever this is. And she's looking somewhere that is opposing to, away from Logan. She's not looking Logan way, all right? So she's not listening, all right? And then so she's like, no, Betty, did you hear what I just said? I just, went through this huge life-altering event in my life. This is the worst thing I've ever been through. Are you hearing what I'm saying? She said, actually, girl, I really didn't hear nothing you saying, but did you see who at the door? Okay. Oh, my God. Look, he's so fine. I'm going to go home with him tonight and watch. Okay. And she's like, no, I'm not looking at nobody at the door. She's like, I'm about to go offer him this drink, okay? You gonna drink this drink? She's like, no, Betty, you see all this stuff on the table? I haven't touched anything. I can't eat, I can't sleep, let alone drink anything, Betty, okay? She was like, but go over there. It looks like he ain't even alone. But anyway, because Logan is the shit, okay? They slept on Logan, but I did too, all right? But yeah, she got to the door. She took her stuff. She's like, all right, I'm about to go get him this drink and then stuff like that. First of all, you giving the man a drink. Yo, Monica, for you, I will sing an ass, all right? Sorry, I like that song, Monica, but I'm mad you created that. Did you create that? Or is that a song you re-sung that somebody else's? I don't know, but I don't like that too much coming from a woman. But yeah, so she goes to the door, brings him a drink, and then when she gets to the door, another woman is kind of walking in behind him, and you can tell he's cleared for her. So, and Logan's at the table like, see, I knew he wasn't alone. Her intuitive ass. But yeah, but she goes to the door, kind of try to play it off, try to act like, like she doesn't see someone, or he could possibly be with someone and stuff like that. And he didn't even want to take her drink or stuff like that. And then she comes back looking all so disappointed. But now she not even coming back looking disappointed because she chose this over dealing with her friend. That shows us where she is. That's where we should park at, right there. She mad because he with somebody else. And Logan didn't let her sit down perfectly before she like, see, he's with somebody else. I knew it. I feel like she knew or something like that. He's not even alone. Yeah, he's not even alone. And then so she's sitting down looking all disappointed and shit with 2 drinks in her hand. And she was like, and then Logan's like, you know what? You walking over there kind of showed me who he was, all right? So I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to pay for everything on this table, but I'm not going to pay for shit you took off this table. That means those 2 drinks. She's like, but one of these was yours. Yeah, one of them was mine, and I ain't get to drink it. You was about to get my shit away. So you're going to have to pay for your own shit, okay? You know I ain't got no money. I asked you before we left. I know. And I told you I got you. But you asked me under the guise that you wouldn't do some bullshit like this. So, good luck with that. I got. I'm about to pay for all of this, even though I didn't even eat the shit. I should make you pay for that too. But I'm gonna do you a favor because I told you. But you took that shit off the table like you got it. All right. Like you literally bought it yourself, or you got it like that. So handle it like that. Like, that's messed up. I'm sorry. I mean, like, no, it don't matter. See, some of this shit is unforgivable. But yeah, these friends, acquaintances, now they are acquaintances. She was like, yeah, don't talk to me after that. Don't even call me. She was like, don't even call me. After I leave here today, don't call me, okay? Did she? Yeah, and she didn't give her a ride home or something, too. Yeah, the bride is in reverse, okay? Yeah, somebody's going through a divorce because they realize the person is not marriage material. It says the one choosing you marriage materials, or this person would never choose them even though they chose them essentially, and stuff like that. Or this could be somebody engaged and the engagement get called off close to the wedding. So he's like, yeah, too much. Yeah, I'm mad, motherfuckers who jilt people or called the shit off close to the wedding, like after y'all did everything, booked everything and stuff like that. Y'all so fucking inconsiderate fucks, okay? Why go through all this fucking stress that comes inherently with fucking weddings? to wait till the last minute or the day of to fucking change your mind. But some of these people have been hired to do these type of things, so that's why they could do that. They could afford that. They could make room for that. It don't hit them. It don't impact them as much. Cat spirit in reverse. Yeah, because they codependent anyway. So they don't know how much money went into this or time or effort went into this because not much did. Some of them, the money went from one hand to their hand to your hand. So they don't even really know what it's like to earn that shit. Independence, freedom, healthy boundaries in reverse. Yeah, somebody realizing who they fucking is though too. The soulmate, yeah, you recognize your soul. You met your gangster, all right? Meeting the one, yeah, you met the right one. Somebody gonna meet they match. Soul connection though, like they matched as in, because they was always terrorizing everybody and now you're gonna see your ass terrorized. Radiance in reverse because they thought they was better than people. They ain't got no confidence, no inner light, no light of their own. They using everybody else's lights. Knowing your worth, literally the electricity too, but that inner light, knowing your worth. They don't know nothing about themselves. They barely know about themselves. And they always studying you. Damn, spend some of that time investing in yourself. Do yourself a favor and learn about you. Just learn about you. Because you spending all that time learn about something else or somebody else. Learn about you. Pay yourself back with that, bitch. All right? Budgeting, okay? Costly decision because it's going to cost you in the long run. Death, money issues, resources. They was fucking going broke. Trying to poison you, trying to hurt you, trying to kill you and all that type of shit. Snuff your inner worked out, inner light out and shit. And try and do that before you get to this soulmate. Friends try to kidnap you. Okay, big pun. It's so hard. They want to be like pun. They want to bust their guns. And it's so hard. Ooh, yeah. You ain't fucking my wife, taking my life. And if you just hate it, then you walk on by. All you haters, just walk on by. When you sit, it's a shit tackle best. Enemies spit at you, best friends kidnap you, fuck that. But you hit the love cat, and is that? And then look back like, what's that? But yeah, I just think about the best friends kidnapping you, like being paid to help get you caught at a certain place to be snatched, literally too. Up in the air in reverse, okay. So somebody is also like kind of banned on going flights or something like that, or they flagged someone's name on flights. But it's like it's not a no-fly list. It's something that someone or a smaller organization created and paid somebody off, when they get this energy about them. So someone's within a system, and when things happen to a certain individual or changes happen to a certain individual, this system gets notified immediately. This could be related to like tow companies, tow trucks, addresses and shit like that. But yeah, up in the air is in reverse, unresolved, unstable, undecided, unknown. So it's like now this is being resolved, even whether they want it or not. It's about to be stabilized, all right? Even if they have to neutralize the enemy. Undecided. It's going to be decided now. Yeah, they already made that decision. But they was waiting on that one more time, you to do one more thing. Now it's known, okay? So we know. No, we know we ain't tripping. Do that one more time. Say that one more again. Heroic. I know I'm tripping. Bold, okay? Yeah, because this bitch was bold. But yeah, it says heroic, bold, help on the way, saving the day, conquer, okay? You coming after a conqueror. You coming after a superhero. I was getting that earlier, right? Second guessing in reverse. They should have been second guessing. They should have taken time to make this decision. They should have remained in just undecided. Someone could have been an undecided major for a long time. Need more info, unsure, change of mind, doubt, because they thought they knew it all. Burning fire. They fed fire. Angela Bassett could be significant. That movie, Waiting to Exhale. Somebody was waiting to blow up. because they fucked with somebody's family. We got the family here, burning fire by the family. Yeah, they was doing everything to keep these people from being apart, keep these people from joining hands. They holding hands. They brought me this directly to the hands. And then like the man is like at the front of it. It's like they were trying to take the man out first, so the woman don't even have to be considered. But it's not easy. It wasn't easy to take the woman out, so they were trying to go after the man. But it's damn sure not easy to take the man out either. Wrapped up, they got caught, obsessed, consumed, fully involved, interested. It's like these people were involved and they about to get burnt up. Okay, a Leo could be very significant, a girl or a boy. Yeah, but I'm gonna leave. Bashful, so somebody's interested, but you know they're shy, withholding, humble, reserved, introvert, shy. Because power couple is like you're powerful, y'all both powerful together. I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. Homie, I'm good all by myself. And baby, you make me better. Someone you could have made mad in the past, or they could have made you mad in the past, or they're not sure how you are, influential. You influence them, you know, like, or someone influenced their actions. Okay, so someone wants to explain something. Someone triggered their reactions. It says on power couple, it says influential, successful, and stronger together. And that was Neo and Fabulous, or Fabulous and Neo. You make me better, or something like that. Make me better. All right, someone could be asking you, can you make me better? Oh, yeah, I wanna love you. Can you help me grow? Give me a new beginning. Oh, baby. Oh, my life. Oh, I want you to. I want you to. Yes, I do. All for you. Oh, yeah. So won't you tell me, tell me, tell me. Groove Theory, tell me. Yeah, she said I could love you. Can you help me grow? She's like, I got this to bring. I got my love, okay? I'm saving all my love for you. You used to tell me we run away together. Love gives you the right to be free. You say be patient, just wait a little longer. But that's just an old fantasy. I've got to get ready. Just a few minutes more. Gonna get that old feeling when you walk through that door. 'Cause tonight is the night where I'm feeling alright. We'll be making love the whole night through. 'Cause I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my loving. Saving all my love for you. Yeah, I'm not going high for Whitney. TT Whitney, okay? Yeah, I'm trying to explain a song. She comes out with a song, and she's a Leo woman. I was just saying that, okay? She busting through the door. Come on, come. Come through the door. Don't turn around now. You are welcome here. Come here, come here. That's what I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. Okay, these names and initials could be significant, but yeah, especially G's, 2 G's. Yeah, didn't I point that earlier? Yeah, but yeah. So she's like, yeah, I can love you. Can you help me grow? Like I got the love on lock, but I see you can help me grow in certain ways. Maybe growing more confidence, growing even being able to execute that love. Like you can have this love sometimes, and if you don't practice giving it, it can lie dormant in your system. It's not like it's gonna go away or you should rush about it. It's just something you should consider every now and then, to do. All right. Like the act of sex, like if you're not a person who does it all the time, or you're not with someone where you guys do it all the time and stuff like that, no matter what, but you're kind of, meticulous, I guess. lack of better words, about, you know, how often you do it, but it's like you do it out of necessity. It's like, because it doesn't hurt to do that every now and then, especially if you're loving this person in a certain capacity, or, you know, or you may need it, you know, like it's a need that is met in those type of relationships, you know. So yeah. I'm gonna just leave it there, because believe it or not, the world operates in a lot of lust. Like, it's a lot of unnecessary sex that's being had, okay, or fun being had, all right, because a lot of it is not even fun. You can't even dress it up and calling it fun, you know, like it's just literally something that they're abusing. It's like if it's like it's turned inside out. Whatever they think sex is, it's like it's been ran through, you know, like whatever their definition of. It's like a fucked up bathroom. It's like a fucked up, you know, place that you don't really want to go to, but you hanging around here all the time, or doing this all the time and shit like that. But in essence, if you really look at it, it's fucked up compared to that. Like, when I went to college, I was so surprised to see the fucking condition of the dorm rooms by how much motherfucking money they charge. And I feel like they only comfortable even charging that much money because they know a lot of people aren't coming out of actual pocket. But they could be. But it ain't they pockets that gotta hurt. But it's like, dang, you gonna charge me all this money to get this? Even the buildings, okay? I mean, you could keep historical buildings looking historical but nice and pristine. That's why they get to be around right now, to be historical. But it's like, you know, like, I was very surprised. And I didn't get to go on a tour before I went to my college. Neither one of my colleges, actually. But, you know, like, I just kind of honestly went off faith and the pictures. And honestly, I didn't even go so much off the pictures, but, you know, I went off the pictures enough to be surprised at what the fuck I actually saw. Like, I don't even get it. And then I went to Howard, if y'all wondering, and they compare it to the Harvard a lot. And they say we are the Black Howard and shit like that. I cringe about that. That's another story. It's like, but if you consider yourself that prestigious, because it ain't just others viewing them that way. They kind of carry themselves that way too. Don't even know that, you know, you got to make sure your teammates look right. You know, like, they do treat their athletes well, it seems like. But they athletes got to fucking occupy these same facilities and see these same fucking buildings too. So damn, do you really care about the athletes? Anyway, yeah. Yeah, and I didn't used to like to ever mention my school's name, especially in a way where I don't so much agree with everything. You know, just because I went there doesn't mean I agree with everything. It's because I graduated. I graduated at the top of my class, so I'm not just some bitter ass motherfucker. You know, I graduated summa cum laude, so that's good enough to, you know, be able to say something about your ass, okay? And it's brought up for a reason. Like, all that shit y'all fucking talking about being that prestigious anyway. Priding yourself on being that prestigious. Why the fuck it doesn't look like it? And I know I'm not the only one. I wouldn't even want nobody to come fucking visit my motherfucking university. How that fucking shit look. Who was really serious. I got used to it after a while. But I'm like, there's no way, like, you could like work here and just get used to it like that. Or, you know, like, be these people who are priding themselves on shit. All right. And I know that's not the only university that does that. But for them to be compared that way, or them to compare themselves that way, or like I said, pride themselves on being that illustrious university, because I thought highly of them. But I realized how much of you're not as supportive as a university was supposed to be to even us as students, as alumni, or anything like that. Athletes. Whew. So these groups could be the people that's going against you, opposites. Yeah, you're the total opposite of what they were. And these there's two little cats on here. One is brown or black or dark cat, and then one is white cat with blue eyes. Yeah, you remember I was saying, like, especially a girl, she had color changing eyes when she was younger. Incompatible, clashing, contradictory, at odds. Yeah, something just don't make sense. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna end it with some tarot culture in reverse. Yeah, so we need to break tradition. We need to sing without the voices of the mountain. We need to paint without the colors of the wind. You say I'm an ignorant savage. So they probably even say that you're a savage, so you don't deserve good things, okay? And if y'all don't know, Howard is a HBCU, which is a historically black college or university, or an university, however you look at it. But put that together. And that school, university, is ran by the people it's supposed to be teaching. I rarely had white teachers. It wasn't say I didn't have white teachers or other color teachers who weren't black. And same with students. All black people don't go there. They think that's what it means too. They turn it into this kind of click and cut club, and it's not even that. Historically, black people were known to go here. So depending on now what you think about black people, without considering people's past, look who has historically made this thing something you're interested in now. Sweet home in reverse. Somebody didn't make you feel at home. But security, comfort, tribe, movement, environment. Yeah, so this is why this woman could be asking for help as well. Love struck in reverse. Like she's stuck on you, you know, or it's hard for her to feel in love. It says intense feelings in love, head over heels devoted, or she tries not to appear that way, but she's really shy and stuff like that. She's waiting on you to make a move. She's been longing for you, waiting, wishing, expecting your return. Ripped open, exposed, vulnerable, no boundaries, and weak in reverse. So it's like now they feel more capable and ready for what this is you have to offer, especially if it includes a home. What's the one? Last one. Say last one, they gave me two. Shady business. Ooh. So somebody is being dishonest, maybe even about their culture or where they come from. Says traditions, beliefs, values, or even it's like this fake ass faith that people be having. They don't believe. So how you gonna even be in a realm of belief or something to be believed? You don't even believe yourself, walking away in reverse, but you still here. Type of energy. All right, I'm about to go. Vampire. Good. So something else came out that was bad, that was confirming this message for us. They try to poison Ivy. So don't you ever again try to poison Ivy, or you will be a hunted vampire, or you coming after a vampire who sucks on the blood that you want to preserve. Okay, eats it for lunch. Okay, I'll have some blood for lunch. From Nicki Minaj song Itty Bitty Picky. Toxic, bad influences, exhaustion's unhealthy, and you're not even supposed to be here. You over here huffing and puffing in our energy. Go over there and get yourself together then. Go. We don't pour the fucking thing of Gatorade on a motherfucker who just tired. We pour it on a motherfucker who earned it. All right. Somebody could be an athlete for real. Thinking about when they pour the Gatorade on the coach because they proud of him, or you know, the win or something like that. Ain't it? I thought it was a good thing. Okay. But the family wanted to stick out again. What it say? Family-oriented ancestry, happy home togetherness. Okay, so sweet home is really going to be sweet home for a lot of you. Okay, and then the soulmate is really going to be a soulmate for a lot of you. We have to go through a lot of this shit. Okay, to know that these bitches even exist. Okay, now we got abundance. Let me upgrade you. How you gonna upgrade me? What's higher than number one? You know I used to beat that block. Now I bees that block. I used to beat it. Now it's mine. Okay. Tell me that kitty is mine. But that was Beyonce, Jay-Z, and then Miguel. Yeah, so financial gain is coming for real. Now your greater is coming. The olive has to go through a few stages for its oil to run. It has to go through the shaking, the beating, and the pressing. And just like the olive, you have to go through the shaking, the beating, and the pressing. And you went through all of that so your oil could flow. And now your greater is coming. If it had not been for the shaking, especially if you want to get married, the bride came out again. That is Jacqueline Carr. Greater is coming. At first sight, someone wanted to marry you as soon as they met you, or someone was hell built on understanding you, misunderstanding. Someone really wants to understand you as well. That's their only focus right now. That's all they have a time for. My work of art been coming out. It's called It All Goes Without Saying I Am. And it talks about my name, and what it means and stuff like that. And they've been pulling out a few lines from that because I haven't memorized it yet. I just wrote it on September 20th. That date could be significant, or number in a month adding up to that day is significant, like the 2nd, the 11th, and the 29th. So the biker, I thought that was bride again, prisoner in reverse. So someone who could be in a motorcycle club is getting out of prison, but they were saying like poison, prison has the same letters that poison has in it. The R is just out of place, and you could rearrange the letters basically, and it has poison. It's a poisoner that ends up in jail, or they're gonna end up in jail. They're on their way with the biker as well, or they're trying to run from jail. Someone could also broke out of jail, escaped something. People could still do that. Adventure, excitement, rebellion, taking risk, or something happened out of prison, and there was a lockdown to stop something. Trapped, stuck, restrictions, paralyzed. Yeah, someone's on a lockdown, lockup as well. So it delays something longer than it needs to be delayed. Somebody wanted someone to wait till they get out to prison for something to happen. Oh, to move into this house, young love, especially someone from your past. Oh, all right. I was supposed to go. I'm about to go. I said you're trying to make me sing. I've been singing a lot, and then so my voice is not sounding like I want it to sound. And I haven't been wanting to sing either. Princess Aurora could be significant. That movie, Sleeping Beauty, could be significant. Could be a suggestion for some of you guys as well. All right, let's close it out with some tarot. 5 of Wands, envy, the first card that comes out. So they wanted to poison you because of that. I believe that tarot is the truth. It has the same amount of letters as the truth. Like it gets to the truth one way or another as well. 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, your delusion is breaking because you're seeing the truth. They lead their ass in delusion. They love swimming in that shit. They love jumping from one cup to another. They rather be in this pond, but get the fuck away from their ass. The pond is really dirty anyway. The Emperor is in reverse. Aries could be significant. Wheel of Fortune is time. It's time. Is in reverse. So they were starting to stop you from your destiny, trying to hold you back from something. Okay, the Hierophant, especially this Taurus or Aries. Taurus been coming out all reading 4 of Swords. They were trying to stop you even with death. Okay, some of you guys, they did something to you when you were asleep as well. Queen of Cups. See, she creates her own cups. All right, she loved herself. She created her own castle. Someone could have threw themselves their own birthday party or something like that, or did something really big for their own something, or they did their own something at this event. Okay, like created their dress, or created something that was very special, and it surprised people that it was theirs. Okay, and not because they didn't think they was capable. It was just like surprising that like they could witness this, because that's something you could probably find in the store, a restaurant, or something like that. I'm getting, like cook their own meal or something like that. 10 of Cups, created your own family. Wow. All right. And you created stuff for other people, jobs as well could be significant that you created for others. Okay. Or you allow other people to get opportunities. You is the reason why certain people got opportunities. The Magician, yeah, you created this. You use your resources as well. A Gemini and Virgo could be significant as well. Or any Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The hermit energy. Yeah, you went on your own. You isolated yourself, and you was like, I'll have nothing. Like, I'll have nothing then. All right, I'll come over here. Played like that little lamb, and she kind of looks like Mary Bo Peep, dressed on this hermit card. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep. Or even the people who followed someone, walked away from someone. So this could be this rogue bitch, this Virgo, steady trying shit, 8 of Cups. So she finally walked away. And she looked crazy on this 8 of Cups. She's sitting up at the edge of the bed just staring forward. And she got dolls and shit around her, so she was doing some voodoo shit. And they stopped it. They stopped helping her ass. Okay, 2 of Wands. They made her make a decision like, come with us or go. You're gonna float in the air like a balloon. Somebody even made someone disappear. The Tower in reverse. Something about prison. As well. That just came out in the other deck, and then it's coming here. It's like something about a prison. It's like going without a trace as well. Someone could have died in prison as well. 5 of Cups. Yeah, someone could have experienced a loss while they were in prison from a big family member or a loved one. The Devil, yeah, a Capricorn. It could have been a Capricorn, or this Capricorn is going down. 8 of Swords, she's going to jail. Okay, especially a woman. 10 of Swords because of this betrayal. Page of Wands, about a kid. Page of Wands could be a fire sign child or a child of a fire sign as well. But the child was the reason, the child was the reason that God called judgment on this situation immediately at this moment in time. Ace of Coins. So this person could have started losing money very quickly. Like the divine started taking all types of blessings away. Queen of Coins, especially with this Capricorn woman. Wow. Like Kings barely came out. The Emperor. Emperor would be my God card. Sorry, God. I didn't get as excited, okay? But yeah, with the Leo energy, with the strength, it's because like they use their power. Okay, so now the power of someone else has to come through, and she's holding it like a stuffed lion. So it's like her cub. Someone could have messed with someone's cub, especially a Leo cub or Aquarius cub, or this Aquarius did this to a Leo. 2 of Cups energy, and they worked with someone else, or they pretend to work with someone and like somebody, getting close to them. 4 of Cups in reverse. So that could mean an appointment. They were hired to be someone's friend, act like they were their friend. Knight of Coins. Maybe even their child's friend, or they were telling them their child needs friends, or infiltrate them through the child. Page of Cups, yeah, especially a child. But it's almost like all the pages are out here, or like it's giving me energy of like a lot of all the elements of kids are out here. It's like many different people are victims of this type of thing with their kids. 5 of Swords, especially when it comes to a friend. And I think, like maybe you got a friend through your kid, or your kid got a friend through you as well. 9 of Coins, because you walk by yourself, or they were trying to catch you by yourself, or leave you alone because they didn't like how you were doing something. Maybe even how this King of Pentacles, it's in reverse, supports you. 6 of Coins, yeah, it gives you resources and stuff like that. They wanted to, and then earlier I was saying they wanted to take the man out first. It's in reverse because they probably made an attempt at him. The Page of Swords, another page is out in reverse. So yeah, like they was watching him illegally or surveillancing him. He didn't know as well. This person was also wish fulfillment. We got 9 of Cups in reverse, and on this picture, I like this because it looks like, the girl that's standing on here, she's looking at her phone, probably telling them, like, I'll be down in a bit. But she's kind of, like operating in like soft girl era, like in relief, like after being in strife and survival mode for a long time. So she's taking everything slow. So people now are waiting on her. Like she used to be having to wait on people and stuff like that. And then she's surrounded in a environment that she wants to be in. She wouldn't mind staying in this bathroom that she's standing in right now for as long as she can. Flowers, yeah, see, and these are pink roses, yeah. So someone like bucket list includes like a nice bathroom. His and her toilets, or just 2 toilets as well. This could just be both of hers, like one for number 1 and one for number 2. But yeah, especially with the man though. But yeah, so someone knew you were wish fulfillment, or they're seeing it now. You've been this, okay? 9 of Cups in reverse, like you've been this person. I don't think it was like you never were in wish fulfillment and they never looked your way. It's like, nah, when they first saw you, they saw that shit. It's like, but they were trying to make it they didn't believe so much. They were trying to make it untrue to match their unbelief. as well. This King of Wands, he's upright though, you know, like, so maybe it's like, you know, now he sees his power, or he sees the power in how you appear, okay? Because maybe you appearing to be a certain way could make him judge you, or them judge you as well. Knight of Wands, okay, upright. You know, you could have come off as a spoiled brat, or someone who has a bunch of things, that have a lot of things that surrounding around of things. She has a lot of teddy bears surrounding her, a castle in the back of her as well, like this princess, you know, maybe even passenger princess, or, you know, you look like you would ask for a lot of money, or, you know, stuff like that. I hate to get into that energy, because a lot of us don't even, we scared to ask for money and stuff like that, but we'll put off that energy where we look like we're high maintenance. That's the word I'm looking for. They thought she was high maintenance. 10 of Pentacles. Wow, in reverse. I thought that was the last card. Oh, it was. Okay. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. They thought you were probably given a lot of things, you know, coming down. You didn't have to work for it, you know. Ace of Coins want to come back out. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, Alpha and Omega. From the womb, you've been rich. Okay. That's from 5-star chick, and that's Trina part. With Yo Gotti, Gucci Man. That G keeps coming out. Go. I'm supposed to be gone. Yeah, so what was that? And Trina and Nicki Minaj. 5-star chick. Or 5-star remix. Alright, I'm done though. Okay, King of Pentacles is now upright. Well, the Fortune is now upright. Wow. So they cleared a lot of blockages for you, probably. The Hangman, yeah, you were stuck in a lot of areas. Hangman could also be a devoted warrior. Odin's energy, like he came out earlier. Hierophant, so now your greater is coming. With the Hierophant coming here, you're inheriting a lot of things for your merit. Okay, a mirror, like a mirror, that name, or, you know, actual mirror could be significant. Vanity, you know, like, or they could have looked at you as a vain person as well. Someone did. Three of Coins in reverse, or workaholic, or didn't want to work for what you have, but now you probably ain't gonna have to work for a lot of this as well. You're gonna get that life that people assumed you had. Okay, growing up, people thought I came from a 2-parent household, like, because of how I carried myself, and I didn't know what it was even like to have a 2-parent household, let alone even 1-parent. Honestly, I was observing that life, but that's another story for another day. Yeah, 7 of Coins in reverse. So, you know, like, a lot of people are going to want to invest in you. You did a lot of investing as well. A lot of the things is crazy. If you noticed it, a lot of the stuff that you believed in and stuff, you would have invested in if you had the money or the means and the resources. Even support, because sometimes others, you know, their family buys, you know, investments for them as Christmas gifts or birthday gifts and stuff like that. So, you know, like, they didn't even have to do, like, make a decision and get that type of thing. So be careful on comparing people, because it depending on what they got from investments and stuff like that, because sometimes that could be given to you. Given to them, and, you know, like, they didn't have to work for it. Doesn't mean it's any less. It's just like, think about that. It's not because they're better than you. They didn't have to do something that was better than you to be that, unless, you know, like, you consider them having a, you know, whatever person gave them this gift something, but it's not even nothing to consider, right? It's nothing. But people are like that. They would attack those things, those resources, turn them against you, because they know that they're the gifts that keep on giving, you know, to you. Knight of Cups, yeah, speaking of gifts, and I slammed that card down already, but yeah, Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, like, you were offered this as well, or this is coming for an Empress. A proposal is coming from an Empress, or it just happened with the Empress. A Libra, Taurus, and a Cancer could also be significant, but the Empress is in reverse, or someone is not, you know, their mother, their grandmother is not right in the head. Page of Coins, or they're regressing. Okay, so somebody could be taking care of their family member as well, and this could be their only motivation of why they would take care of them, because this family member got money. Wow. I wasn't even trying to go there, but yeah. Well, keep in mind, don't poison ivy. Poison ivy could be even Queen of Pentacles energy, you know. And that did come out 4 of Wands. It's like perfect work, or things are lining up perfectly for you. But a marriage is really coming for you. A wedding is coming, happening very soon for you. All right. So I'm gonna leave it there. Hope this message blessed you and you enjoyed it. Please come back and visit me in the future. Anything you want in this reading to come true, I hope it comes true for you and for you soon. If you're new here, welcome. If you're OG, welcome back. Thank y'all for trusting me to be your reader. If you haven't already, please like the video, and may God bless you just for that. All right. Any likes after 8 that are on my video get bonus blessings. Okay. I'm gonna reverse that on y'all. If I didn't already give you bonus blessings earlier, I'm sorry, but you know, these people, I feel like if you watched it, you know, after this, it was meant for you, and you thought I deserved a like, you know, or even you support me enough to give me a like, it means something to me. Not to say nobody else means anything to me that didn't get bonus blessings, but you know, they be expecting me to say it all the time. But I'm gonna say it for these people especially, because I think it's very imperative that you guys know what you're facing. Okay. A lot of things came out in this reading. Rewatch it if you have to. Take notes, okay? All y'all bitches in the back taking notes, okay? Take them notes, bitch, and leave me the fuck alone, all right? Be busy about organizing your fucking notes so you can read them later, okay? And comprehend and retain the fucking information so you know to stop fucking with us, okay? But yeah, if y'all new here, I hope that you consider and decide to subscribe. Join this tribe, this kingdom of God. We're building here through tarot. Yes, through tarot. And OG God and Goddess, so you know I love y'all. All right. Thank y'all so much for y'all continued support. I hope all of my messages continue to be helpful for us, and we continue to connect in the future for a little and a lot. I don't give a... You know, I appreciate it though. But yeah, so have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I love y'all. I know y'all know who y'all are. And kiss your kids for me. Kiss you. Goodbye. All right. Well, I may come back later. All right. Again, I do try to make an effort to come on here every day, at least in the morning. And this is my morning reading currently right now. So I may come back later. I don't know though. I've been doing a lot of readings lately, and yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so hopefully I'll see you later. If not, I'll see you tomorrow morning at least, hopefully. And I'm sorry. Yeah, somebody trying to get on me about even, because I'll come in the morning and I'll come really early, or earlier than I have been coming, you know, like, okay, I was minding my business, okay? I was minding my business. So that's why I didn't come early, okay? If somebody must know, all right? But I came earlier than I did yesterday. And they were like, you ain't ground. Somebody demanding an answer, okay? Is that you got? You had me waiting too long. Trying to see when you gonna come home. Where did you go? When are you coming home? Coming home. That's T.I. song, right? Dead and Gone. Is that Justin Timberlake? All right. Oh, baby. I know what I gotta do. Hey, I wanna talk to you. Dun, 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 dun. The word's not coming to me. It's a Justin Timberlake song. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah. Those names and initials could be significant. I closed up, all right. So signs of synchronicity, confirmations are very significant for these readings lately, all right? Pay attention. God gets creepy, okay? God likes to creep in our energy, all right? But God is welcome. Is he welcome with us? Is he welcome with you? I mean, because I know he's welcome with me, okay? And then those who think like me or be like me when it comes to that, okay? If you're going to be like me, love God just as much as me then, okay? Love God more than me. You got it. You got it. Go ahead. Go on. Don't stop till you get enough, okay? If you're gonna try to knock me down for anything, knock me down to do that, all right? But bye, y'all.